Ain't no who did 10 crowd. Fancy minimum so what myself.
Joyce
transporting it.
Joyce from Pomo on Facebook has said fancy. The referee for Ghana Ceramica was beaten by Sfaxien in Champions League match 2019. You can check it. I'm getting the
also a track record. South African boys should have expected say Ghana ye beat Bianye. Into a mumenya park, papa. Now me crown many would they be ama Ghana name penny for. Do you know why? No, a country a wako World Cup agidin to this level. It is a World Cup in ni loan na ye bon. Ye who says ye be a monument to signify ye bra answer ya media World Cup. It's yen to me ye as monument to signify say indeed we were here and we got here. Yen to me see stadium say ye world class kwa ye 3-star world stadium.
When's the last time Accra hosted Blasters?
Even the yes, Accra.
Kumasin's way.
We Blasters in China. Brekum Chelsea. Me team Abusua Dwarfs. Breku Kimfaisa ka ho. Some are calf, do calf status. But and they who omo ho some are reach that status no pain. Kimfaisa obo calf games bebre. Abusua Dwarfs abobi bebre. Liberty. Brekum Chelsea. By na omo estate. And Chelsea wakoko compete that level no. Domestically we no more struggle. So you blaster.
Yes, and the question is out there. Your mining na ekonechi. That is the reality. Me miswa pa ba miswa na me pe politics na me ti politics a cheap at a tender age. But once from 92 ba ye kwe echi mo. And clearly the identity said they shouldn't expect me Ghana your problem. Your problem they say. Almost says our stadium na ye nyawo secondino. Any tamale say almost seen for 2 way now or hwa. Did they be ambo President Kufuor Abaso. Also, Cote d'Ivoire for Didier Drogba Moka say, Omoni Nigeria on the ball Takrady, and Takrady was the best host city.
Yeah.
On him say Alpha Blondie, ebe ye show MI Vorians no Takra, and ye is a cra. Now, Omoka said no, the way a stadium nefen. Omukro mukra, they will let their government put to put up the same stadia, areas. We ain't besin na omunye yo. Besin neno President Voko bian ye.
Some say hotels nyina wo mamu.
No wasa kwa say hotels be bia wo now a whole finance minister you lie to the whole world say 90% complete. Kofi stadium and even 2% complete. So whom are you deceiving? It is a way say ya South Africa for be di atem. And as a major statement no mine irresponsible. Because what do you have?
And no be fools as so attack.
No, I'm not attacking him. Muntie me ye, muntie asem ni ye. Masa won pe politics you be amuntie de kan o the politicians they are nobody ye mind ye dey amom so omudis who are they in ye pam mo free so who are they it when they are there we should tell them what we want rather na moto abama nkofo amu hu so omo ye say mo so de bi omo de wo komo achi e dey lifestyle so mo Ghana mpase ye kwa edi ma na se ye kwa achi ade omo ye nyina ade bi omo de ye kwa achi
ajobro
won o kan so omo ma won kan but the politics ye de kwa heaven akwa bi na me fire bibi wo Facebook. Me I know I bet so he's a elderly and or a position I'm so unye serious. Sa strength now on me kono fast preko heaven. Adia mu ye nyina bekas as we are so we should tell them because mu ya de na nya ese wo ma eno na na modachi. But abofisa Ghana nkwa na ye to abawia na ye boban sa. Just look at that. About one year serious issue na ya to down and so man ko echi no mu choose okupe obodi ane say o ma sa awie no we I see me empany for who say ya mom adwuma so omunye man it's na hwe Ghana ska we nyina na ye de ki asa won sa say una di so a oye mistake pe obet obetuma say wa brabo minim say what ya say na enti enye joke business it's what we are trying to say is say such statement no make even timing no crying statement by me wrong. It was so close to the game. Say you pay and post are by now qualify. No, no way near doing the election. Fancy meaning so what here. It is a South Africa for NAFA because the Anna too. And NAS did a great job. Most journalists don't agree with me, but I really agree. Why? So officer Ghana ya yet ho. Na ye who say your problem. Ya investigate your problem. Who be abrofu you no. A investigation more money conkan. Nanka ono aye adwuma ma Ghana nanka Ghana ya address na adwuma ne yakoye ni man go bia moya baso. Ba asem ne bai na mo so o Satan. Enka referees no ye ba enka ye president of Africa. Because broni bia njuin say Africa ni be sa. Inte think ye the measures here then edi go. But fancy rather than we chastise him. Inte be clear say Ghana the bet the number 1 meboa. Also South Africa use to bet. Now one o baby ye can Ghana bet or be ka debi.
South Africa or Kromutwa.
Well, this whole discussion is an interesting one. Also, Maxwell and Michael Kasanyana, I decided to keep quiet. And I'm in South Africa for any use. One, they are talking about match manipulations. Good. They are talking about match fixing. And I'm not so much say, send your man penny any abrepesi a court yenim. Our World Cup and any socio-economic benefits. I been here free World Cup no Montino. There's the possibility that you bribe referee. No? Therefore, influencing the decisions on the field.
Yeah, because goalkeeper has more kind, any the coach no so kind, any the every president in Canada. That is why our press conference I was not so much interested in. Maybe 20 minutes talk, maybe any pass messika, but they are finding an key points on the Bible. Because goalkeeper say before the game, referee might get in the man a warning, caution, or say warning, or say who could deal a mema yellow card. No say
Fancy.
Boy, you cry in young back. You
Fancy, my 7 years, say. And no mammy answer. So right now, yes, sir.
So South Africa can draw or ma qualify. So a basadia nipa no be feel say o be start delay no de nya draw. What you say? And coach no so say omo ball 10-15 minutes. No ko catch an assistant coaches need to ni say omo forget it.
You know, the retired referee now omo man e be
in so ban in Kobo enra.
Ono ne dia no cry more dominant. O dia mo be de mention the images ne dia ma say
ono so say match manipulation.
Decisions are omo are find any the trend. Or see a true stage be on say decisions are referee ni na correct. No I said that the bear 3 be about be frame no I say no. Shadrack bet media 2 screen so I think some or see major decisions, total number of major decisions 71. Numbers ignored, not seen 21 out of 71. Number awarded 47 out of 71. Number of spot on decisions as a referee ni na correct.
Say ye bo bonu na no mo so referees mark referee no ha.
A Wilder 238. Deontay Wilder weighs in at 238 pounds. 238 for the challenger, the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champion, in fact, the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. Here is the colorful and popular, undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
From nowhere to that's beautiful. Here's Foden. He scores sumptuously. That is Manchester City at their sharp, dark best. And this is statement football from the outgoing champions. More danger for Chelsea. The sin was in the way. That's clear by Cole. Torres is onside and all alone here. Fernando Torres in stoppage time. He wouldn't, would he? He has for Chelsea, and they go to Munich. Roberto Di Matteo living the dream. Fernando Torres with a stoppage time equaliser in the Nou Camp. And now Chelsea are uncatchable.
Bit warmer today, boss. But how do you explain the game today here in Stadio Olimpico?
Look, the referee has to explain, but they don't speak.
What did the referee do wrong?
Did you watch the game?
Yes, of course, but I want it from you. You see it from your point of view.
You tell.
Now tell me. I want to hear it from the Roma coach.
No, you tell.
You mean there should be penalties?
Come on. You know it, no?
Silver Sports.
No, you mean it should be penalties.
And you?
Which situation did you see should be penalties? I want to hear that from the Roma coach.
You didn't see
I'm a normal TV reporter.
No, tell what you saw.
I couldn't see. I was sitting so far away, so you have to tell me.
Not even on the screen. You didn't watch it after the game.
So you meant the referee took it away today?
Of course.
And what about Bodø/Glimt today? Was that any surprise how they come today?
They are a good team. They have good players. They had 2 shots. They scored 2 goals. The result was 2-2. We had 2 penalties. We had 4 or 5 more chances to score. That's the game.
Silver Sports.
Bit warmer today, boss. But how do you explain the game today here in Stadio Olimpico?
Look, the referee has to explain, but they don't speak.
What did the referee do wrong?
Did you watch the game?
Yes, of course, but I want it from you. You see it from your point of view.
You tell.
Now tell me. I want to hear it from the Roma coach.
No, you tell.
You mean there should be penalties?
Come on. You know it, no?
No, you mean it. You should be penalties.
And you?
Which situation did you see should be penalties? I want to hear that from the Roma coach.
You didn't see
I'm a normal TV reporter.
No, tell what you saw.
I couldn't see. I was sitting so far away, so you have to tell me.
Not even on the screen. You didn't watch it after the game.
So you meant the referee took it away today?
Of course.
And what about Bodø/Glimt today?
Will they open up here for Argentina? It's Messi! Simply magnificent! And the whole of this stadium rises.
Silver Sports.
Silver Sports.
La bajetó, le quedó largo, pifió. Messi la tiene, Messi. Ahí está Iniesta.
Silver Sports.
Silver Sports. Whoa, Yama Yetia Fonina Chenano Pedia about 798.3 FM. So, if you just have a problem, so none to be about a pen, we had in 70 Urban, some Jabano, I got good emu and Semafena non so about Ponsman Asia at the corning son so and the Sa, more Quabium de about Silver 98.3 and Jumedia Dinano, so only Ghana and other so monitor, tuning radio no over to me as such a Silver FM. Women are tuning no sooner make cows and more Ghana so no, will call it to me as to me. Silver Sports na enano pay. Why enjoy show na buffet make us more. Mobile some basuna from who je koni na no Facebook no and some Silver TV and a Silver 98.3 from Nano Poba. What my all like page na na wa share na message abaso de bano. Won so odi atoso e dia bana ya kenkani na enano pay. And so I will show no so adama. Ye be come on ne ye foreign news ababa clubs out on ni na essentials here and wa bamujin e dia ko ho pre international break. After post-international break, Bain, Akwakolusu Enra. Yeah, the stories neighbor Manchester Eba so Chelsea. At Yana early kickoff on Sodie. Yana Munseminum and so AP. Inti Bomodian say also Obestate now was stay our Brenano Pay the update to Ninano. And so I did my live on 798.3 for the Crato. Wobeti Obianca and Ano Parfait Castle production team. No, the entire team, our Hinano Pay, men behind the cameras, a fame make out somewhere. One more MC on Nano and so Akabum and Nano Pay. I didn't say Nano and so at the Banano Pay, me teaser. I before Sebeshem, na ye Joa Genshaw ho, Yaman come on your Bansano, Yatanisa Ghana, a boy, I qualify at the playoffs 2022 Qatar World Cup. Na enra no pano asanke tema but 1 or 2 binti ama but later and you who say say BBC for no cry your story na wi na domo kan nyina no say anti year dom awobo 2 adema o man Ghana o mubusa no say bema na penalty na eji eriti a aye Sarave kano una na ojina park no so na wan kasa no ohu ne sen ye ni kan tiande ye no bansa.
Obviously, Andy, the big talking point is the penalty. It was given by the referee for what he said was a foul on Daniel Amati. What was your view of that decision when you were on the pitch?
When I was on the pitch, it looked like it was a penalty. When I saw it back, yeah, it was a little bit soft. Maybe it was soft. But, I mean, it's football. I've had them given against me plenty of times. And, you know, it is one of them things. And it was about actually scoring a penalty, and we did. And you know, where my head's at with it is we'll take that and move on. Yeah, definitely. I've been the person who's just touched him and the other person just fell over or whatnot. But you know, like it's one of them things. It's football, so just roll with it.
Sports.
Yes, and the Yadom, and I'll tell so Yan Yabusana said, "When out in our park and so Saravika for a Casapi Bono, na a penalty." Now Tessa Andy say, "I would not pitch and so who's upon a penalty name after." Was saying a chance of a replay, I know who's at Yano, na a soft inti from tape with Granham say, yeah, some of the day. Yanum say, or my trade, I quite come FIFA, more train say, FIFA make can be the master of a comedy, the more penny in ano, and so a replay into from the Andy Kane. Won't send a penalty, and answer any penalty. Maybe some Mike, no major drink quick and sana. Ya for course number 1 or 2 now for your come on the nearby. But Facebook and also, Yabisasa and Yabiacha, the Andy Kane, na a penalty, and answer any penalty.
Obviously, Andy, the big talking point is the penalty. It was given by the referee for what he said was a foul on Daniel Amati. What was your view of that decision when you were on the pitch?
When I was on the pitch, it looked like it was a penalty. When I saw it back, yeah, it was a little bit soft. Maybe it was soft. But, I mean, it's football.
Maybe they're carrying in a bone one because I crosses up and out, you know. Ya GGP, the Tiana Pain. Sana football, it's your Mike Minim song way.
Fancy Yamia Domihoy and also
Yamia Domihoy power. More evidence, Anna.
I say,
what must have a cuff evidence, Anna?
Oh, not necessarily. So I share not drink. But once we are saying, no, you will Hobiane state our answer position our and in some Obeka. Bible ne cracker say, you are dear na hoquine, but any na and a fata. I hope you get it. And to Ubetimia Bibia, but there are certain things I was a wisdom, a casacho said, baby, I would any baby, I will free no. You need to be very careful, especially so who analyzes circumstances prevailing. One, where you're just and yet just a football game. The every moabano, just a football game. A grow ababeye a social media banter between Ghanaians and South Africans. A grow ababeye an official protest ideology with FIFA. The probability say a betimi abase game the Yankobo replay no and no ho means na hanka say e was throw and I say ni throw. But there is a possibility there might be a replay between Ghana and South Africa. Into where a player direct wo ni bi. Na obi e tre na dwen na also ba be tre wa dwen na wa dwen tre no a idea a divided opinions and even go a long way to go against the same country you represented. I think say Andy Adam, in as much as he was not wrong in offering his opinion, no, did not do one a wise thing. 2, he did not do the right thing. 3, the best answer at times to most issues like this is silence. Into what can one do more? And ya dear do back to trouble. And I think our brand here no nano ane yinika. Nano e yinika. And yet on one casa say as more kind and tro as more kind of one can ye as more kind and same fata. But he is not in the right way. He's not right. Mami can say to offer an opinion now. Timing is key.
Silver Sports.
He is not right to offer an opinion now. 1, because of circumstances. 2, because of the position, the status as a Black Stars player, he is not even right to offer an opinion, especially on a contentious issue. Up for discussion.
Yes.
Inti, I think sa brand here no nano nika. Inti se Ghana for the supana. Ono ankasa na de no ho akwakoto esa situation nim. We die obi entimi to change no. The only thing and it's on bepa Ghana for actual and one no.
Because bonus so Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. And I make us say, baby, or free bano. Yeah, Bobby, dear, we can offer opinions because direct or indirect
evidence can see
exactly.
I'm telling you.
Shemubi, Obo Nibi. So to come out and make such a claim, no, you go on to enforce a certain opinion. Say game and Ankasane, Muchinchimon conformance and Amoshom. He could have decided, say, and I'm say, baby, I'm wanting to mean Kebi. That would have been the best and the wisest thing to do. But you're here, oh, maybe some chairman drink, Timamem Cosson chairman drink, without understanding. Say, baby, you're free, bano, opinion be our bell of Fabiano, and yep, a year idea amount for a Bejana supplementi. I think Nanway in the car. He needs to apologize. Yeah, he needs to apologize. Oh, idea why it cause him more damage, it cause him more harm than good.
It looks more than it looks like a penny penny.
That's on Kwana one who bet me also. He needs to apologize.
Okay.
So I apologize here. Mom friend of Blasters, maybe.
Oh, I would say. Pedro Martina Cruz said on Facebook as a fancy. It was not a penalty, right? Scott Amarusa said that dude will never play for Black Stars again. Scott Adam Amarusa, I don't know. After really boss say he should count himself out of the Black Stars. That was his retirement statement. Brad Gab say, hi fancy, good morning, congrats to BC candidate. I'm listening to live from Obuasi Fancy Flow. The be sending in and say at the end a penalty. And I say now see who but Black Stars player Bobby and I'll tell say Andy Yadom or just say or Jamundie won't say a penalty no was go any BM and who say a soft or say when she Scott Amarus was say okay my can Scott you know we and some the Afia Suka was say the reason why Sune was invented in our was it the reason why Sune was invented in our language is what Andy Yadom has done. He should never be called again. Yourself, unimbo ibo. The fear suka and a fear just a message in the by. A vice cartel say. The boy should be removed from the squad. I feel Paul Kwabena Abolodi was a fancy place. It wasn't a penalty at all. I'm listening to you live from Western Region 2nd D. It's my prayer that Man United will win today. I feel when some Dua Santa Prince as a fancy. It was not a penalty. Blesman Esha from Italy. And I win so a year and really boss was say. The comment coming from a national team player is most unfortunate. I wish he didn't grant this interview. The timing and his explanation are wrong, especially looking at the position South Africans has taken. He should count himself out of the Black Stars. That was his retirement statement, and I was added by Swala Bamba Phobia say. This and the Yadom guy needs 20 strokes of cane. Today is my birthday. Bamba Murata from Ntonso Bamba. Yamin Shana, happy birthday in Koma Pro. Minim Sebi Biabe Fine. I feel Prince Odro say, and the Yadom is the weakest link in our team. Chia, championship player. What an award.
One Casa who bondada. So, oh, Bonner True can't say. One Casa who bondada. 18 years ago, no time could you.
Nana Jessica say we shouldn't call him again. After Emmanuel Ajman and the Yadom was paid by South African to disgrace Ghana, and Ghanaians don't like truth. And Isaac Chum and a Dubai. Tofit Gonja say officially retiring himself prematurely in the Black Stars jersey. Good morning to all Silver Sports guys. I think so was Silver TV.
No was Silver TV.
Yeah, be man me fan course no quick kakani afi yakwaba.
A jersey say even that Andy Yadom is not a good player. I don't know how Black Stars management keeps on calling him. Fatah Mohammed is better than him. Yoyate Shadrach Kojo Buama said the penalty is not a penalty. Let's be fair. If it was against Ghana, you this journalist would have been beaten about the bush. Greetings to my brother Ibrahim Cassidy at Genoho. Stephen Kujo say for me, I think there is nothing called soft in football. Okay, yate. Survivor bra say this guy your own country he no do well cry he better learn sense me pachonya but trek cry. Idrisu Rashid say good morning fancy and the Yadom is truly a man of God. He is saying the truth. The show is loud and clear. Where's say a special birthday to Asaya Kanu of Otek FM. Kanu, yeah, we show happy birthday. I dream Bolobo man.
Kanu birthday.
Yeah, and the buy. Where so as I am Anaconda watching you live from Quada, so Silver Sports. You have no competitor in this earth in terms of sports. If I know be listening to you, it's like building a mansion without appropriate players. Yeah, that's it. Fancy messages no doubt.
Well, Mate, my main fan course no kakrabina fee. Young come on and 17 after 7. Well, 0500773326 0552 944 922. Your fan course no quick. Diawati. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fancy Dimaya.
Yes, open your first now, as a friend.
Rashid Chelsea,
yes, you.
And the Chelsea, your bug, my fancy. No, and the Yard of Macano. You have a kind of prayer, and the Yard of more fire.
Silver Sports.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Hello.
Yeah, Fancy. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, family, Razak, Razak, it's you. Fancy, I can't say I can't party. Penalty.
Silver Sports.
And Ghana for us, me and can of one and yet penalty. If you play now, can I pass one? No, can work.
Okay. Yeah, I say so bad. So, hello, good morning. Hello, Kuala.
Hello.
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 Yeah, Tom Company, it's you. Whoa, I'm saying line here bad. Hello.
Hello, Fancy, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Fancy, good morning.
Obeni, yeah, Josie, it's you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Otumenka.
I'm a talker. Good morning, Fancy.
Good morning, it's you. Oh, hey, serious. Hello.
Yeah, good morning,
Yami Adam Openi na way.
If you have a company Mangala and go from Colombia.
Mangala, it's you.
Fancy, and the Adam no Krena no Aka. There's a Ghana second. Yampa Munkano Krena, so I say, and the Adam of the Kano Krena, some of Pena, fine, my Pena, or the no Kretem and Acadia Ghana. Because the South Africa and the Ghana, Quebec Crat, and said the Ghana for can Quebec Ghana for the WBM support on Ukraine and good to Pumu.
May I say so about so hello, good morning.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Make sure so it's you.
We don't have to Aduna.
Okay.
Fancy, and I think you pass our Obeta. And the other part, I don't know. Father. Thank you.
Silver Sports.
Hello. Aduna Kafra. I mean, free her. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir.
Roman Padani.
It's you.
Ghana for yeah, want to say me who how me explaining Ghanaians, some of them. Just Ghana for I didn't see Ghana for
Silver Sports.
Yeah, who person you can for that. Everything you have for my blue. Without a tap panatina, refugee or moon complain. Ignorant born I am. Who put it is sometimes no refugee beaches. I didn't know my Yabobo. Now as a football player, who go be. Referee kwasa why mistake people no want penalty bia a koma woman a mo try comment say enye penalty it's enye penalty ye ko enu santa ndina Africa kotokwane hat no ye ko e Africa na ye ko Egyptian teams ni we na o mo ko di Israel after ye buy so o mo robe enye clear penalty referee wanya di no wade South Africa ko mo ko kunya me enko ba bia fancy
wo wache ye da sipi so ba so en fa last call na ye nkombra. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Fancy. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Meton can it you. Hello. Hello, Kuala. Oh, too bad. Too bad. Well, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Openi. Yami Adum.
Silver Sports.
Don't need to come up to give such a fit because the Oma is data. You are saying the way I can continue a year for mine in the boy and I don't think it's there to be called up to the black side because one our performance is very poor. Now I'm more when I say, yes, I come out my Ghana. Now, when I say, because now I need to I am here and to buy a year. And now I can say, again, I think that he doesn't deserve to call.
Yate, yada say, I fact course in Sia, you come on your banner, the foreign news now so. Live on 798.3, you grab a quick Twitter hashtag, Silver Sports and Facebook, Silver TV 798.3 from Oba. I will like your page now at Darman Afi, Washena, with message about what the banning, I know they are by a buy, a banner about a king cam, or messages no more. At Yamama, you grab a Nina when Sabe can pay. drop so the man yet for an on an instant and nano pay a dinner in Demo of Media. You found a Samsung fast pass way, and so a weekend edition to Media, and also about Quam and Nano pay the Tennis and Walla Liga came back Cobaso. Now, a moment about so our baby, and also I am Fanasa Levante, woman who come and I sue Daddy Valenciano, Mamma Phantom Salivante, and Shabby Sansona Clubber. You found a Salantic Bebao, and so I shall be to so much about so and Rano, and some 19 colors our Brenano Peno, yet the update and Timo and Wati, Mamma Phantom so rum and our Franca, Franklin Champagne came back with Toga and Roa. Yes, I think and I branch said Jonathan David, and so about first corner penalty, and some Adama Lee Boboko and watch Jonathan David Koyano, as I was about second goal, and so Adama Lee Timono, and I branch said Krapin Theatre, what take about Adama Monako Timono, and my branchana, your father Sastra Hinja Pavlovich, and some Nakonya second yellow, our branches and our boy Eddie Red Card in Eche, and Kumasa Monaco Fono, and some other 10 against 11 our home, and so I draw a bar with some pen yeta, and a Quenya side Kulasano, and some other side and first some Monaco, and also some game matches and raw, and to me about so our Brenano Peno, yet there is also in also at demo. Now, as I said, you may say, can I report to Ebano, and some other some Bamuchin for Gamer, one so quite Amukaweno, much with come here, some sir, now science no our was no tata, because not say they see quality they see Beninano, and some not just a bubble covers a pain, and some bet me out Colusi, and so our Sam match, almost starting game, no, my men friend to him, sir, and a Cobas Apprentice, your father said Max Valentin Pedersen, about first quarter Osbeck, and watching Andrew Han, about second goal, and a Robel Van Dosky, and some Nache Carabako, and Mabokua, your father said Bamuchin, and a game matches, and some Nachi Bass, our Brenano Peno, yet Abtetinino, and some Natemaya Jeffo. Now, my men friend to our brother, my second reporter, and also Nabanin on the after Senra, a Cobas Covers of Bamunchin, and some Nalizomu Gema and Rano, and also Natime Bass on him say reporter, I mean, on a buying phono, and Ramuka record Baku Pierre, now record Nina say, and what came about so I brought Bamunchin phono, and some Ababes 79%, and also ball possession, our brothers and a gamer, and also about Sunino, would him say Ninati, and Romosa Luzu Bono, now and bad touches, Abamunchin Fonina, and some other and what came no more, now I am more than 981, and also touches are buying phono, and some are recording and raw, and so our side came no more, now Sunina, Romunia side touches, I am more than 981 in the one more side to us, Luzu gamer, and also let me basso and raw. Now report to me, second say, we and about the first timer since the month of March, April 2007. Abamunchin Timonum as Lucy, I had 2 consecutive Bundesliga matches. Said to us, Sabia Ben Bobo game Bundesliga. Now Oma Lucy, no man Sabamunes game Bundesliga. Now Bamucha Salusin in another way, and some Anababa the first timer. I had since 2007, Wabra record Libino, and also our Bomo Lucy, as Adiama Timsa, one of some our bottom half, and yes, Sabia defeat Biakake, Sabia Tima, one of some Ayaki Kadia Koto, our turbo, also some Bashoma Atwasumi, and when Ababa the first time since 2007, and some Natimiasi. Now, I'm a coach now, your first central and Nick Gosman, report to me second as a coach and say, the Buafupa. Now, ever since some more pointing and some year, Jumano, and from a Bamuchin and was say Enra, and some Anababech as a Brady Kaya, one manager for the central and Nick Gosman, and so a Buafupa, and Gentia, workers are sending and say, 1 year or 3 years, Basan Ramajaman and Yakra, our full Sam and Rano, now I'm bet me a chance and Ninachi, our Sobo Osbeck, Abaso, and Concobasabia Tima, your first Bamuchin, Colusi, and Tono manager, and Sabia, will take Abia Sashino, and some other opponent. Woman lose man and run to the best work in Anasano. What 3 of us and running in a Chibobokua, your father say Ausbeck Fono, and some German our manager, and some managers was and Fabasobo, and so and from opponent Enra, Wamos Emma Bamuchin for Tincho, and I update Eba Brenano Peno, Yadisan 7 and some Natamaya for Chumadi, and some Nagusu Alcoso, now Robel Van Dusky, and what take Canabako say, and what you two send are buying from an ne bɔ no na ɛwɔ fam na bɛn na mpa ankyerɛ amea hu sɛ ɛyɛ bamonkyɛ so no bɔ no na ɛmfa no sɛ bia ɛno aba verenfo no ɛnso na consider 2 goals no deɛ wɔgyere yɛ ba sɛ ɛyɛ too much ana time skora no a goals no sa bɛn no nyinaa no na kyɛ sɛ no wɔhyɛ asɛ bantam ne ate ɛwɔ berɛ no wɔgyere yɛ ba sɛ ɛnora no na ɛwɔ so ɔmo hyɛ asɛ yɛ ɛtumi wie ne yie ɛnti akɔba sɛ na ɔmo nya defeat no deɛ owura fa no sɛ Lewandowski ɛnso akɔ akɔgye ato nso ɔmo mmɔgyempɔ no na kyɛ sɛ no nso ɛwɔ fam ɛwɔ abrɛ no anɔpɛi no ɛno nso ayɛ update a ɛno nso afiri no so ɛde ba na goalkeeper ayɛ Manuel Neuer wonim sɛ Manuel Neuer say one were very disappointed about bro gyere ba sɛ ɛne kwan so ɔmo lose ɛdema opponent bi ɛte sɛ Osberg asɛm aka no deɛ ɔtumi sɛ ɛm sɛ wɔtwe mako pa ne gya ɛyɛ ne teammate no ho ɛwɔ bra goalkeeper Manuel Neuer say wɔgyere ba sɛ ɛnyɛ team bi ɛne sɛ Osberg ɛna ho sɛ bɔbɔkɔbɛ no sɛ bamokyɛ lose game ɛnso ɛdema wɔn no na DJ ɔkasa no nyinaa no sɛ wɔde ban na compare Osberg a ban for no wɔ quality far better ɛnso ade kyɛ Osberg na nso no nyinaa akyi sɛ wotumi kɔ lose game ati sɛ na wode tia team bi sɛ Osberg a na kyɛ sɛ ɔma anya adeɛ koraa na wɔse adeɛ baako ha no ɛne sɛ no agame ba so wɔne bamonkyemfoɔ ba sɛ ban bɛlusu kora no a wotumi sɛ bia bɛwie game no na banfoɔ no akurati chances ne mmɔ na so no a wɔgyere pa sɛ ban na mpaa wɔma nkurati chances bia saa ɛwɔ abra kyɛ sɛ yɛadeɛ sɛ ha adwene pa especially ɛnso ɛwɔ first half no mu ɛwɔ abra according to goalkeeper yɛmfa no sɛ Manuel Neuer wɔgyere ba sɛ saa deɛ no ɛnso ɛyɛ adeɛ ha adwene pa wɔ abra no ɛnso ɛyɛ kaka fi no so yɛ ɛnso ɛde ɛba sansɛm no nyinaa no yɛde ɛma yɛgyemfo ɛna no pɛi ɛnso ɛwɔ so Ousmane Dembele asɛ na agye biem na ɛnyɛ me wanwa kora because mekai pa sɛ Xavi baeɛ wɔbɛhyɛ mmara meka sɛ nnipa bɛgyini pɛɛ ɛyɛ Dembele because ɔno deɛ na ɔno kɔtumi ka kyerɛw sɛ mansɔre ntɛm adeɛ no adwene nyina na mebɔ TV game mene na fofoɔ bɔ game ɔno kyɛ sɛ saa na mesɛ nyɛ wa bia wɔ ha na nka bia asɔre ahomakye bɛyɛ 4:30 nam afu kwan so twa kwan bɛyɛ sɛ bia ha ɛne kɔnɔngoa no hɔ baabi ansa na waduru wafuo mu a ka woda wobɛsɔre ntɛm wobɔ baasa gye sika no nyinaa kwada ne ba no asa bɛka kyerɛm so na ɔbɔ TV game ɛno nti na wantumi anantɛm ansɔre ntɛm ɛwɔ abrɛkyɛ sɛ no nyina no yɛ nneɔma akɔ so pɛn na Dembele na no yɛ Xavi bɛhyɛ mmara ɔkae sɛ meka kyerɛw sɛ wɔyɛ late 3 minutes kyɛ sɛ 3 minutes no nkyerɛ sɛ yɛmfa nkyɛw yɛbɛfine no enti ɔmode bɛma no na latest a ɛba no sɛ ɛno a bansafoɔ yɛ training ɔnsɛm aka kyerɛ dada sɛ Xavi mmara no wɔse sɛ training ayɛ 11 a wɔn coaches no ɛmɔ 9 na ɔmo wɔ hɔ woyɛ late a ɔntwɛ ma koraa enti ɔno ankasa Xavi asɛte example ɛwɔ abra training na ɛyɛ anɔpa 10 no amo 8 na ɔwɔ hɔ coaches no ɔnso ɔmo ba 2 hours before sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a ɔbɛtumi ahwɛ ama boys no na wosiesie mu ne ade akɔ kama ana woyɛ player ɛbɛka 1 hour 30 minutes ama training time aso a ɛnu saa 1 hour 30 minutes a ɔsɛ wɔ hɔ ɛne kwan sɛ ɔyɛ ne sɛ bio aka 1 hour nti me background menyɛ late wɔse ɛwɔ sɛ 1 hour 30 minutes ansana wɔn nso aba bɛduru ama training session nso ahyɛ aseɛ enti deɛ mesɛ ka no sɛ no a wɔma kɔ training anɔpa wɔma hyɛ aseɛ dwage afei ɔmo kan a ɛnso na ɔmo sɛ na Dembele wai enti na ɔsɛ ɔmo plesi kɔ ɛde kɔ Dembele hɔ na no Tuesday asɛm na mekan enti Tuesday no ɔmo plesi phone call ɛde kɔ Dembele hɔ thinking sɛ bia biribi na ɛyɛ na nasɛ bia no ho mfa no a wɔpeke kɔ no a na ɔmo sɛ na wowai na ɔsɛ me wɔ fie woyɛ dɛ yɛ twe na ɔsɛ ei meka sɛ training no yɛawia no ɔmo sɛ hwɛ akoa pa yɛ training anɔpa a wonim sɛ adeɛ no ka hyɛ de no sɛ anɔpa Tuesday yɛbɛyɛ training anɔpa no wo nso wonim sɛ training ɛyɛ awia ansa na later deɛ me nsa ka no nyina no sɛ obi a ankɔbɛka sɛ bi a wayɛ late nti wɔnkɔ nanso deɛ ɛbɛ no nyina no sɛ guy no afabrɔm sɛ ɔyɛ late ɔmo bɔ no amanneɛ sɛ training ɛnso ɛyɛ anɔpa no nyina no report ɔ me nsa ka no sɛ Ousmane Dembele ɛnso adrive yɛ ɛkɔ training grounds a ɛno ɛyɛ update ɛbɛn no anɔpa yi ɛnso so Bob Okwevano Bonsa coach Xavi ball the first official game na menim so match we dear game abebre na be pe bi ahwe ni nyina no so pia be so hu ade owura fa se Xavi enso betimi de amaboboku a ye fa se FC Barcelona na wabra sa match ne ba so e do mo president no enso akodi nkoma na Barca president ye fa se one Laporta enso e kan sem ni pi na Laporta asema na wakika kan nyina no to ba so kire enso ane se one de ni gidie enso a kire no se player na so owura ye fa se Xavi e betimi aye adwuma no na wo monitor no training sessions as Xavi eye and a press conference about so said here Zavi as choose to the west just carefully and in some your kick and some our press conference and I say I'm no president and your GDA manager now what GDA Basa Catalan derby just I game Ebason I there reference Zavi Eberini what GDA Basa DNA no Yabasa Hubian our brand I am Smora your father say one Porter and some other Kotruka now Obibusan on Pedri and was saying no Cresabia Pedro San so far relapse Serbia will pray or yes or Cofano Prano Asan can Hubium or saying Sana Janet now the Janison doctors no and I say Omoya Janet precautionary Omon Pasabia Binum Ebe Prabasa ain't as a precaution and Anoma Jess Amoma Pedri Emo Catalan Dabi match Ebason be Pedro prior now I'm recovering Equay answer Upra I was so taking time and Sana was some watching I recover fully and what did you basa and Chebia Katana your father said Pedri and some other statiaba and I asked some manager and as a president your father said Walla Porter and some other Kotuka and a pay and also Kyrie Quemo Medabatuka as a boy say likely say I'm about to be a starting at Jama Basa our Catalan Dabinimo the Eban says you know dust and on your available as of now I bet you about so Becca Basa squad and I want you no as to say be a said you know dust question mark at the name now Jamaica can say the only change happened and some Oscar Mengeza and as a Basabia Destama or Babesha Tuho now Metisa candidate test taken reference Oscar Mengeza Gerard Piqué, Eric Garcia, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Frankie de Jong, Nico, Gonzalez, and no, Afe Gavi, Abde, and a Memphis Depay. Yes, who come training grounds as Hakotana. You find Abden or Juma Papa. I'm a just a manager, Fancy Savino, and some Julia besides Bassam Crown or Buenos Tatia. What Julia was a point about Juman Amatimo, I'm a Sa Abde Trinan Air Captain from Aswaya, and some not Ebana Jamaican can say. I'm a story. What Brahma catch us somewhere last week. And I'm a catch us coach and Fancy Safi. I'm a boys or Samalum Titi Abaso. I'm a boys ringing also bombing some of my brother because just say Titi cried my can some data. Some I'm quiet physical test no one and just or DK just Nishopunia Kamapa, our bonnet, or Sanko Nabi Bonus Ronald Coleman, and I'm an Piamo, the Ebana say Titi Benya Piapa, the free bench and Abba. As of now, report time means I can't Ebanino, and some answer player. Your father says Samuel Titi, Ayo Piao, Sapono, we start to Anya Piapo, Ronald Arajo, and a Clamel Munano, I'm some other free bench and Abba, and also I update another pano, yet the Emirates for Manchester United. As of now, report time means I can't swam more yet. Also say, what's my Dembele a player? Jamaica can say I kind of fan of my 40. I can 40 days. Now just a Dembele a free say when a club will be able to negotiate. Now Jamaica can say no, and some other say yes, Manchester and Penifonu Guso at the pressure air to buy no so and in the agent and so say, man won't sign new contract Emma Basa. One can why stand this and so sign new contractor. Abema asking price now cost and at the moment the asking price about cost no so no. Abema Manchester for no say almost some other Benimo and Jamaica can say about Manchester United and some other pressure Emma player. Your father say Osman Dembele and an agent in an Udum Safe, Jeba and some others yes boy need to benya the uncle beste Makacho data name of the agent no and then I just compiasono also almost no be pass and now we mo come Manchester ama say Manchester for no chance be asade no we mo some abete na ama nia your friend say just Dembele and some at me about 40 days no so na just negotiations no and some at me about our brand no pay no and also I update yet the MH for our brand no and also Nagusu Alcoso wouldn't say our brand yet just pass and pen in front of me and some about me as I'm back in no Jamaica can say okay Mexico nina your friend Rafa Marquez is here no cry samanimu I say a kakra bin kono na nkaba be coachi aye basa omo you team na mom ntimi anya ni nyina no nyese bi obi tan obi anaso bi mpo bi asem aye administrative reasons enti na ma ono Rafa Marquez no and some ntimi am back to Barcelona now Jide Basa wa brasa say Xavi Abaneje one also ehwere say enche bia no one Rafa Marquez no and some abetimi anya position bi aba be ye adwuma no and so adiama team your fans FC Barcelona was so Jide Basa ene ya kase no say Xavi any phone Efano Rafa Marquez Sabia Marquez Emra what the America and I become our bra and yes or no asem one Xavi question Sabia now aba me bay what me bay den and I say be aba me bay dem fa so na be ba me so was since be friend and tempa what Jamaica be ba ye adwuma no and some adema Barcelona and I aso run for the from my cousin so what you to our Bernardo pay and update from us and some not ever okay say me be catch us Uruguay for na my meeting our coach and friends Oscar Tabares ho am me catch us that time no we decided say woman pamo manager because was some on minor check 15 years a drew baby nantia kwa ho dentemano comfortable yes sitting a few because unfie so when you come say Kim probability to survive very slim coach is for be adwumenti aso mo consider say drew baby no what the name to or risking life adwuma the national team no and ma omoma Oscar Tabares stay now ya Osama Bolivia e twa na 3-0 and me be catch am say omepam no na de jene say ampa omukokọ meeting a enra and be to dwa so wura ye fa say Oscar Tabares this our maestro and we coach and my Uruguay national team no wo ma ja coach no kwan say ono so enko na after 15 solid years our adwuma as national team manager and my Uruguay national team anya Uruguay national team nko and what e ban say teams no some award nia ye fa say junior teams omnyina national side no ono esa hwehwe ni nyina so activity say be technical director bi and some share to say coordinator bi ma other teams are kind of national side ni nyina no and so akokama na Tabares abeya adwuma since 2006 and be 2021 about 194 matches are more than any other manager at the Masengo national team say bia wo fa national team ba kuna wabo more matches no 194 ebi say that or we need 94 what draw 49 and what is 51 and it's now so much kwan na German say can say me catch us say Oma Bolivia show say Uruguay to 7th our CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying table no so and what team the German say one last 4 matches are Uruguay ball our World Cup qualifiers ni nyina wo ma lose I just say Uruguay ready our project e ba say no tino mo jina so manager no wo mo so agya kwan maniko na e ba sa boys a wo mo coach na ya dwumata e hyasem afi Diego Forlan Carazo won kai we credit 2010 Diego Forlan bo free kick Esha Black Stars coach way and net bench Jamin Second say Diego Forlan say what that opening say any bibia why ye jam on maya your friend say Uruguay any national team no about the national team level and on mine and kasa contribution or friend say Oscar Tabares Al Maestro and some ademo mine was ropa na was say ni dino finish that now baby bit say as before and after before so run banam said the national team is here and after so buy said the national team so be and manager no and some Abejani din ewo now the dasono and some branch finance Lucas Torreira as for Kotano was saying I also the buy and the reaction that's one no boy the manager about salvation the manager no the best of luck manager and the man kwama in your big boy and the national team any day well should the manager the best of luck and Lucas Torreira and watching Fernando Muslera as a goalkeeper now Fernando Muslera after so what is Yapamu coach and friends Oscar Tabares no players in it will be and some Adenia can send tribute no as a banner as a fair message any day and some about Luis Suarez and Sudan in here now Suarez and so the reaction by after so what is a coach your friends Oscar Tabares Al Maestro woman Janu say one of some calling no German second Suarez and so no and some Adenia by what Bernardo Penino yet MH from Facebook no Vivi now Kobe Gagai, Honorable Samuel, Afame Asamoah Stephen, Afame Rantanbi Brad Ben McMoney, and then Crabana Marquis of Munano. I'm also not joining our Facebook on swap by a bar. Yaba can come on messages in India, Jamamu Guafono, Ama Pamu coach, Ama President from head to toe. Will be I don't know fair messages, you know, and some banner. Now, as I say, German can say. I am managers. I'm a 5 and I'll call a Uruguay Football Association. I'm a pencil, I'm a down. Now, my main friend Tom said, you're the kind. I am Diego Agua, international. Woman coach, you're saying Mr. Peckerman, I coach you Colombia Edda, Hernan Crespo, our Sao Paulo, Guillermo Almada, where former coach, Adama Santos Laguna, and a Fabian Coito, and so Juma Emilio Trump, and my Uruguay national team in 2018 on the interim. And woman to the Abasa Sampan from Akamako 5 feet, and your crajam, no Sabia Mubako, and so a banner of a fat Jumano support. football and some other the Sky Blues of Uruguay. Our branches when I updated from Australia at the Evan Historia. Namadiama Data and one for confirm me. I just updated from Australia at the Eba Brasan Seminano. Yet the Emma yet for an pay and some our shows our Brasan Seminano and also Eba. Now young Kotia Kasunabo latest Alcaninano. Yes, some Fama yet for Dia. Wouldn't say report to Minseka and some other Ebaninano and some Manchester for now United Airport Watford and Vienna Samach and Babaso. Now Unsan Kebi and normal Omo the Trump money at but Enra. The second is a Manchester United Omote, a bus and a travel free Manchester to call a London. I talk about Watford a game no. Now German second is a Scott McTominay and some our squad anymore. Where I time our boys and Biakita and Yoma the box and in Yoma just say Nipoye in charge. I also share a shisha boys in the box and our bus and I see now bus and the two Emma so we began a back go at Chenino. One was trying to come and tell you Joe and a Manchester boys at the bus air travel from Manchester they are called London. I just an almost game against Watford and also Abacoso. Now Tiasame only gonna Solskjaer no more Kobusa coach and say now a dear Bonepana Donny van de Beek at Jayo. Midway and cut, but I couldn't show money more body because I dear be I was a professional player. I Bayanum, a big Anna van de Beek, I van de Beek, Quadapa, Van de Beek, Soutier, Van de Beek, Koyobio Haje, Namsem, Odia Faye. Now, Thomas Wakanin on Bono on your bimo, but Sankebia said your frustrations and quay. Adam van de Beek, boy, your chance about Everton. Many Janus and Mema on Common yes, I see season, same old story. Or that's what to bench. And think come was patterns about training. None can be insubordination between us. Was a meeting home, Ebi Abaconote, Chesania Canasa, ice chest, and so arches a training at Dinka, on Fan Winsham. Now, soon that you buy them, I trust a professional player and a manager Bonabasupa. Now, the Adebaco Cranston say, where my kind of self valley, so come Manchester place, Nancasano. One say, no. Uber training now, bra. What you say? What come for the cinema? But now go now. So do match there. Coach say me do for them. Me do banana. Me do mobile. I'm a boy. Still crab one. I am one pa. And he say the urban is a many Janice home on one casano. And you say you better be full from Biana. Jen fine kosi hina. Woyo waya Biana. Sasu Bina dinner. You know. And Chebia. And you say they what you are. Yes, you rip what you sow. Into the boy in the you know. And Chebia Baswaba. Wobete swaba na chese manager na beso chese nche Van de Beek ebenya body bi abo anom ayasema coach your father only gonna Solskjaer ejaba na ko Spain na nte eba ni nyina no say Manchester for say omo per Real Madrid player for say Federico Valverde. Now Federico Valverde no from Spain ebasa Manchester for already. So mo betua 70 million euros say wo mtiri ebasa say the boy no ne bobo sitie no what the never Premier League go betimi abopa nti ye say omo busa Rafa Varane say akwada no to say won na adwuma dana ne bobo to sama say em say omo nya report aye kama enso Elfin Varane ho nti 70 million euros as of now and so just a bid at the second is Manchester and so they call for Real Madrid Brantena your father said Federico Valverde now report to me second is Thomas Tuchel we crowd say Unia Janu crowd Van de Beek no Hakim Ziyech asem na making na Ziyech ojabibo baso bema pese January Okolon any adomon ton man nko na Thomas Tuchel so the two Ghana Johnny say ono boy no bono de onyabibo but munke huru say pre-season na Hakim Ziyech money boy come up but okopraye and also prabae no ama chese why on enough any adinye say bia ono coach no empenasem and obey so nanu ya no otanya playing time money ade but obeso kan nyina no say wo mo kika say an ana Hakim Ziyech abana office ababe catch and say obeso ko wabana office ababe catch and say onya ne kwama ne nkoni nyina no kure bia nim Hakim Ziyech man office embe catch enkyere no enka kyere say bia ono so abeso ko na ambehwe no ma unse de ade no besi akose de bia nyoma so na betimi akota made ma team no wonu made Steven Gerrard abeso oye the women seconds on Sena Rangers omo league ni bia chepa obete say bia Scotland obi league na Glasgow Celtic but Steven Gerrard koye no okoye adwuma no nyina ye report to amemi nya no se obese ade na okoye ye ewo Rangers ema ye do fruit obese obeye bi awo Aston Villa na ono ankasa no ode chese Aston Villa performances no obese deploy unit coaches edema team no unit coaches no ye say ye could training na goalkeepers mubo mu coach yenim and yenim dada but ye ba defenders are muso bo mu coach midfielders ebo mu coaches number ko attackers no as our mu coaches number penny why general overseer compound overseer not just a Steven Jordan, that is a compound overseer, not just one supervisory training session, and also about consultants at the time. Our Rangers, now coach and father Tom Carlshaw, one and a share a year defenders, Gary McAllister, now in charge of midfielders, and a Michael Beale, as in charge of attackers, not just a penny and some Asher training. So, German second said, "No be an obvious water by Aston Villa, said a bear, and the Boaman, your man, so Kokama, and your team, Brano, and some updated from us where I did by our Asom Nanino, and also Kakafruo, and so did by another power bread Jumedia, your father Silvas way, and some recon edition Jumedianino, and also our updated Biao Pebiano, yet the update and also Emo. Now, my other stories are coming now, so much as the Abasu later. Now, my main friend said, "Yaman second, our Real Madrid, yes, Ellen Haaland, or no, Nakuma Swati party, when some part or comments to Benesca." Okopia Jobenyaska bonus Obenya Biabo and Titus and Sobet Miachibi, but Boyna Kuma Swat dear party and some and say Wabako Real Madrid, not just England and a second choice. Not the Ebony Nanasa say any Sicanum, yes, or the demand to buy 30 million euros a season because Otidia Basabiodri was Waba, way a time also on also let me take the bread as some fast war and 30 million euros a price and as a Sika, one of some other demand every season while probably a tumor, and also other sword joining and no I update to finish way and some not the banner person show us something yet the air to another pay live on 798.3. Now the Evan said then Hazard, Gary Bow, Francisco Alarcon Suarez Isco and Marcelo woman the Evan say a open secret now transfer market tribute no munya chance woman beko and a kobase be a chance and should be eba na base be a place no so beko Madrid and pen for no so many budget so major boys no come boys no and some atimi akọ enwa Hazakes emano yan chasem de na the ten say omuluzu two already my melody girls na ya de pa ye bom aba so enano pay na say ukoma melody sound down sir woman so aba ye record ne bi o ma ba be shem say Champions League guy boy yawo member there and yawo emma there na omo a wo ma Champions League our member fam and some na sande Champions League our emma fam no Mamelodi Sundowns aba be ka ho. The China say Barcelona, Wamu manager 5, a manager 1. Santos, our Brazil memano, Wamaja Miensa, a Majamino, Colo Colo, Chile, on manager Baco, a manager Baco, Corinthians, a manager 1, a manager 2, Anama Santa Wana, Mamelodi Sundowns, Wamaja 1, Anna says a mano, and so Ababa Jibi, and she said 1 take Chelsea, nom, 1 take Real Madrid, nom, any other teams are car, one more mano, Enyan Champions League, Sana Dino, and so Aquaque. Now, what said German Sencano, and every Friday, Cameroon, coach, your friend Antonio Conceição, and some Ecosia sports minister, now sports minister honorable Narcisse Kombi Muel, Narcisse Kombi Muel, and was here a year, right, fan say Antonio Conceição, one entire a year coaching staff at there. They say sports minister say, Obeso Shomana, Omutidi Komo Kakra, now a trauma says still, one more time, now the tennis NCBA players, Ababaso. A Jumana Waba, Amasa say Cameroon, I qualified the Abadu Salam for Nino. I was so to us a Botchman, new Castle Jai, our brand Ra, or no Air Sports Minister Honorable, Ayen Narcisse Kombi Muel, and I just want to Asia Antonio Conceição and the backroom staffer after say international break, yea, and also Manamudi in Commonia, and Tusha inside Ra. Now, just a sports ministry office, and no titles are Cameroon for Jemuman and Memani Ade, and it's just a Utania Dinino, and so our background, HS. a ministry of sports office and mpanimfo koye no na asema abaye na no pay na ye di hu nkoboy na eno no pakra na osan kam dema bat o say say kwadam say o kan say Miami bad inti na mama ntimi afama nti de em say brofo no de mugu ahodo Miami bad nti nra no pa mentimi afama bat ni nyina chi story ni story a da so ye fresh e wa brana no pay na me fan to anim say and the year dominating kuma na red also a big match about weekend na ombusala say bema na adiano baby omo didn't start interview no I am from national team more what can boss am matches outdoor any adintem say wiano no ombusala so bema say Jobia kan one sem no I penalty na referee Maget Ndiaye from Senegal ejema Black Stars na wo na ojina park no so ball no be penalty no wo say oso me jina park no so number me say penny na say penalty no kano na owi okwohwe bia no hu so masade no na soft but sana football ti ono ankasa no soft decisions be say akwade atia no empempi.
Obviously, Andy, the big talking point is the penalty. It was given by the referee for what he said was a foul on Daniel Amati. What was your view of that decision when you were on the pitch?
When I was on the pitch, it looked like it was a penalty. When I saw it back, yeah, it was a little bit soft. Maybe it was soft. But, I mean, it's football. I've had them given against me plenty of times. And, you know, it is one of them things. And it was about actually scoring a penalty, and we did. And you know, where my head's at with it is we'll take that and move on. Yeah, definitely. I've been the person who's just touched him and the other person just fell over or whatnot. But, you know, like, it's one of them things. It's football, so just roll with it.
Yes, sana football etie anti ya domeno no ana se so no so de sansere nyina kotu dwana jobe so kan nyina no say ana nipa no sabusa no say anti echew sasa de no omo pe bibi de free guy no ho because o kan sanse nyina no obusa so na ade no onte se ceramic afani abre a che se replay bi kra betimi aba no go ka che so omo de bo no mba wie ni ntino no won hwe ba bia no so na Black Stars no muni WhatsApp group na mo kra no mo WhatsApp group ade nkomo na mo didi fa sa bo no ahono de am santi yadom eliku smart yintie no abreba WhatsApp group asem ana o ka chen so bono mbo wie ni de say baby na attention a big gamer wono ewo ebo no weekend e san say Redden and Nottingham Forest our match a big match na obusana about WhatsApp de no.
Have you followed the controversy since then? What the South Africa Football Association are saying, what the Ghana Football Association are saying, and the fact that South Africa have asked for a replay, is that something you followed? Is that something you're nervous about?
At the moment, I know that we won the game, and that's that. Me personally, we have a WhatsApp group, but nothing really has been said in it. And like I said, I haven't really been following much. It's been pretty hectic. Been travelling a lot, and I've come back into training, and I've got to crack on with the game on Saturday. So I haven't really been following much on social media or anything like that. So I can't really say much on that. Definitely, I mean, I've looked at the list of the opponents that we could possibly play, and you know, it's tough. All the games are tough. It's a home and away leg. The teams are real strong.
Yes, into Ghana different fans anti Yadam Redden for playing out to Sanano Peno. You didn't send in a demand about to Ebaso, about to Ebasono, a Terence Crawford, on a Sean Porter, and I just want to talk on Ebaso, about way about to pa. WBO World Title System, Nina Bayajuma, our Brasanto, Ebasona, Enra, Mamma Phantom, some Wayne Ebaso, Nino, the tennis ring announcer, I fan Jimmy Lennon Jr. and Okoshe Emma. Just away in Ebas, Terence Crawford, away 146.4 pounds. Anna Sean Porter, away 146.6 pounds. Yente Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the official weigh-in for the main event of the evening, the highly anticipated showdown. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the World, brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated and TGB Promotions, live and exclusive on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. First, we welcome to the scale the challenger. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Northeast Ohio. He is currently ranked the WBO #2 world welterweight. Here is the two-time welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. 146.6 pounds, 146.6, a ready weight for Showtime, Shawn Porter.
Silver Sports.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the champion from Omaha, Nebraska, the pound-for-pound great, the former undisputed 140-pound world champion, and the current undefeated and defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terrence
Silver Sports.
Crawford. 146.4 pounds.
Yes, not just a Jimmy Lennon Jr. Now just a one of Shama Wayne and a bass why Terrence Crawford and a Shawn Porter. Woman talk on a bassuna. Mammy front to him, Shawn Porter. Ekasai.
Yeah, man, you gotta put him in uncomfortable situations, positions he's never been in, and even if he thinks he's been there before, you gotta stretch it and make it uncomfortable and make him understand that this is not what you're ready for.
Yes, not just another Kakodi Tuja, and then pay a brand new Terrence Crawford, and so the whole team, we're serious, and also proud to Tokwa, one also Shawn Porter, about Terrence Crawford.
I feel great. I feel good. I feel motivated, and I'm looking forward to Saturday. What I think about it, I think it's a great style of matchups. You know, you got one fighter that can mix it up in myself, and you got another fighter that can mix it up in Shawn Porter. And, you know, we both is athletic, we both is strong, fast, punch hard, so that's going to make for an exciting fight.
Yes, and no idea finance where they see a penalty so bad Lakers. Kokolus will be him, LeBron James about Ninja Anque. Boston Celtics are winning for men 131-08. And if you go near Michael Asar brought to more, Celtics. Lakers and I make out some rookie backs in Sucha, Oklahoma City tender. Na news or any news or some man was so telling you some Sakano. Yes, Jason Tatum. Wabra Celtics were a score 37 points, 11 rebound, 3 steal, and just say, Nyoma Buenio Sakamuna, and 37 points. You know, the last 2 games are Tatum, Abadiama Celtics, when you have 71 points, and just all your Jumapa. Now, Jason Ababe, the second youngest player. When you 35 points, 10 rebounds, a year history, and the Celtics and the Lakers, game, and the game get to a crowd, no, and I saw record, but Lakers lose the Frankfurt girl, where you coach.
You know, we did not have a good third. We were stuck in mud. You know, we just have to, you know, it's really about the whole game more than the third quarter. And, you know, our group's just we got to strike the balance of, you know, how we're going to play offensively. You know, that's going to take time to, you know, for our guys to learn with this year's group, what that's going to look like. We have to get committed to playing as a team.
Yes. No. Yeah, this is not for your Basonra and Pabua and the Scat Kanta, and this Kanta and Pabua Shea, and ye tuition Pabuano. Also, my J or my Droby beat to say LeBron James are who seen it as who Bunimuma China, Penny Day, and Chinese LeBron. Just say, I didn't course no, and then Mike discusses our China and Yababana, what tennis hours, so no more former president at Trimpanapain. The court to rebu ML conference seminar by Gay will be when a child can be seen among for voice out and what Djokovic Mujina Kabi, a dialects Nati, a Domano Tumuno. Now, Quanabas just LeBron James only on Crawford. I was just say LeBron China, how they say one what here. T. Samba Bonnie now, almost LeBron, Pabua, and this can't the buy. No, so, and yon or no, so, and a boy never father popular. To fin cry. I just say no air cake through a day, but WW now about a sake of time a brand new continue now, Snaffy, young Fatia canning on to us. So bad, minimum say be okay.
Fancy Yametasi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so bad.
Monks or somewhere.
Yeah,
okay. Then I sepa. Yeah, Basuna, among for messages. So I'm in for 1 minute and yeah, Facebook on a quick enough. Remember, I'll phone so now. Young fa discussions and to us. Now we almost back Kwame was say You mad when it comes to foreign news. Keep up the good work. Good morning. Or just also a buy. I feel when so Eric Monster Kwesi was say I'm watching live from Medina Redco Flat. I feel Sarah Isianse fancy more acceleration. And Pierre Kubi say I'm watching live inside Dubai. I feel Ado Joe Steven I say Dumaria do I like your presentation. Nimo Bafo on Facebook says good morning. And I win some I say watch you live from Chirapani District, and we're almost back home and okay, and our sound so now Kwabi Mike because I started listening to this guy Fancy Maria back in 2015, but I can see this guy's just genius legend. Keep it up, bro. That's no support. Kwabena Jesse, best of luck to Michael Danso of Wafa in his next league match. Such a talented player we have in Ghana. I feel presentation where I say Accra Kumasi High will no break cafe. Honorable Samuel, let's say Fancy, please. Today is my birthday. Wish me I'm called DJ Sagosti. Antwerp from DJ and yes August you wish you happy birthday baby abe fanyamin to supengu wo birthday so na omo akoma so ade piamra mu man why na Entry Daniel se Fancy Maria do on afi so Maila Abu as I'm watching live from Kofiase Barcelona will win the Catalan derby afi when so aye Prince Ajman se more fire Fancy Di Maria afi Catherine and I say Fancy Flu I'm watching live from South Africa Johannesburg now almost day still move every play now. Idris Rashid was say, Fancy big thanks to Andy Yadom. Hazaka's ladies were cheated yesterday because of the scam penalty against South Africa. The show is loud and clear. Inside Sokoban Ampame. Greetings to the guys in Inana Dubai. Mesamba so more Facebook cafe Twitter for Ninano. Me by you back in come messages no more. Ejamamo. Yes, Obed.
Fancy. Another weekend be Asan Baba to now. I think the international break in air about most
Silver Sports.
Emma and NGO football no take much away because sometimes the rivalry, the intensity of some of the matches and yet so solid. And the corner say na NG naba and
Silver Sports.
You want to see
because I
want to see entertaining game. An entertaining game.
That's right.
Fancy.
But before my own say Master Kobe, so only Master Kobe.
Yeah, I'm in Master Kobe.
Master Kobe, my own say Monitania or this driver on a long journeys in Queen Frena Tower Tafo. 80 years. You see, also on the car, say, you move to Brikumu passenger no kwana be say massa
you drew
wo so never to be say that
and Daniel you do mu nyina ase
do you say massa na wo no ase why wadwuma wi ti atanya me mfa nkonkondru na why for mukodu boko because yes
football international break in there na I had to say you know ya bobo on yakọ half time ni bia tease bia be gina field so no perform na you know free fancy you are back and I think joy is back now. Arsenal beko Anfield to play against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now Manchester United so beko Watford, right? Good. Coach Efena Teta show we are seeing
as Arsenal Liverpool in at 5:30.
Yes, and 5:30. Yeah. And United beko Watford.
And also you know me answer.
Good.
Chelsea early kick off 12:30.
Yeah.
Silver Sports.
But you see, there's something called the value of patience. Say abotreson faso ana tumye wa abotrem. You see, Coach Efeno Mikel Arteta is showing the value of patience. Whilst Coach Efen Oli a feeling say patience is a waste of time. Pacho the Americans what I see.
Only why you born here?
Ba coach train say unya abotram faso also. And about so my had yakwa say as a unya abotra o say obre. So Arteta is showing us the value of patience because they're starting season, and even last season, Arsenal qualify for any major European competition based on the performance Arteta and them ranting display last season. They started this season and San Koye Ama Arsenal first 2 games no lose. So I dare ba kwa nipa bebre because I said coach Efen Mikel Arteta I say omopamono no mo jane kwan. Arsenal for ni nya abotre. And Arteta assure the value of patience. because abotre na Arsenal for ni nyae no eso abamfaso e dia mom. Now most Arsenal fans enya hope in their hearts till no ebe from their defense almost show brilliance. In the English Premier League, the last 6 games, Arsenal is the second best defensive side. Arsenal is the second best defensive side in the last 6 Premier League games. Chelsea, I conceded 3 goals, making them the best defensive side in the last 6 games. Arsenal conceded 4. Oma conceded less goals than Man City, less goals than Liverpool, less goals than Leicester. There's an improvement, and I started from the defensive area of Arsenal. And I make catch say, only so no. Or Maya who said patience is a waste of time. Because United for Nyabotramana. But also in his last 6 out of possible 18 Premier League points, as Manchester United picking up, Omenya 4. It's a direct opposite. Theta the any positive, and only the any negative. Senke school, and ye debate about patience and Theta momu defend a debate for patience, and only a defend against patience. On my end says form. Now you check Manchester United, and whilst the defensive shape of Arsenal improve, you are the second best defensive side in the Premier League the last 6 games. No. Manchester United is the worst defensive side in the last 6 games in the Premier League because Oma conceded 13 goals. Into a international break in the Baseya, sa coaches mienu wo matches ne ye ni kese ne behe. Now Arsenal they no look tough than Manchester United. Because Manchester United playing against Watford, as against Arsenal playing against Liverpool, our Anfield. And when you are almost 2 years, every time Liverpool bubble a Premier League game, they are scoring a goal. It's difficult to prevent Liverpool from scoring a goal in the Premier League almost 2 years now. It's a than Watford. Now, on paper, Liverpool are under a bit of pressure, kakra. Because also on game against West Ham, on game against Brighton, and a Brentford. Our coach, a friend, Jurgen Klopp, and then ranting and lose points. I don't think a positive enough for them. Now, the best weapon for Liverpool, attack, and their turnovers. Since last season in the Premier League, ultimate winning possession free the opponent around the 40 yards. Ultimate converted opponent attacking. What you born in the turnover at the attack. Liverpool is the best side because of their pressing game. It's only Liverpool bar. Omo tie stop our center circle. Omo deal ball now. What try to build it up. Ababe attack. Omo deal ball now. Then they will initiate an attack and they will punish you. They have over 100 turnovers in the last 2 seasons in the Premier League. That is how strong are Liverpool here when you try to attack them. But the issue for Liverpool now is that also in the last 6 games, Oma conceded 10 goals. In the Arsenal defense near, and they are meeting the strength of Liverpool, which is the attack. Whilst the attack can say Liverpool's strength and no weakness, because whilst they push more men forward to attack, they leave spaces behind, and if you are smart, you can punish them. Now, this is what Arsenal beat me here. So how Arsenal team now? Omo de mranti omo mfi susu akakra. Omo mfi enu nkwani bebre na taji na omanim ho. To benya obi se Bukayo Saka. Benya Emil Smith mo. No anya Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yes, he's in his 30s, but the weapon of Aubameyang is a pace. Ti sa mranti amiensa we decide say omo ka bomu a ade omo betumi dia ha Liverpool America. Because omo ye mranti omo nyina America sem na e wo soro. And almost comfortable on the ball. And so we will be our follow Arsenal in recent times. How they switch play among those front three, just impressive. And whilst Liverpool try to attack Arsenal, Arsenal also have the advantage with the how pacey their front line here to punish club friend Liverpool. So any game, I don't see Arsenal scoring, especially looking at the history between Liverpool and Arsenal. This is a match most often a producer over 2.5. Liverpool and Arsenal. A match a tie produce over 2.5. So
back uniform crown.
Yes, back uniform. There have been times I produce 8 goals. That's the 4-4. They are Andre Arshavin, AC from above 4 goals. Solid performance for Abrantieff and Arshavin, the Russian international for the Gunners. Into a match over 2.5, extremely likely. So I have a strong feeling that I believe Arsenal will get a goal. But another strength of Arsenal, so you almost set pieces, and also the Mababe Kawaha. So when defending here, I'm the ball never to attempt. And also, the idea about Liverpool Sunim. Into match, we know, so corner tie bar. Now, the opponent be chef from a set piece. I will also not be surprised because some teams Nimi idea was idea, both Liverpool and Club and Arsenal. But one interesting thing, Emma will come positive or Arsenal, ma be Liverpool DNA. Liverpool's attack is just impressive, with or without Roberto Firmino.
Okay.
The understanding between Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, and Diego Jota. Anytime you have an opportunity, and these 3 players, when they get a good day, scoring 2 goals is not a problem for them. And I'll still go with the history. That is the over 2.5 in this particular game. And favorite to me, Ebekwama Amford side, I from Liverpool. But I believe we say it will probably be a slim win for Club FM Liverpool in this particular game. Now, I have a feeling United will struggle against Watford. Yes.
After international break?
Yes, that is my feeling. Me who say convincing victory. Ebebama Ole. Oshe Spurs 3-0. Emi Pamonuno Espirito Santo. But me who say Sadi ni BBC. You see, after the international break, surprises etaisi pa. International break, we are surprises etaisi. So that element of surprise, no. Me want to say, hey, be better in this weekend Premier League game, no. And there's no better side, or appear attractive. It's a surprise beat me at than Manchester United. There's no better side.
Silver Sports.
Into a normal a win is just 15% likely for United.
Okay.
And that one will not even be a 2-goal margin win. The likely results will be a draw against Watford. Timothy United be winning just 15%. So win impone and 2-goal margin win. So the best results I see in this game.
United in share.
I see
Watford.
almost 65% chance. It's a game you be ending in a draw.
Okay.
That's 65%.
Silver Sports.
Chances a game you be ending in a draw. Man City against Everton, a slim win for Club FM Manchester City because they need to set the ball rolling. Guardiola need to recover against Crystal Palace. It wasn't a pleasant scoreline. It is so to recover. Now other matches need be to say Chelsea as against
Silver
Leicester.
Sports.
It's also a tough game. It's a match I'm likely to go for over 1.5. Fancy
early kickoff.
Yes, early kickoff for 1.5. Fancy me them no no. Week way I talked about coaches Miensa, Oscar Tabares, Fernando Santos, and your opinion friend Hansi Flick. Now and right, but that's sorry, and you see a palm opinion friend Oscar Tabares. So on baby. You see, there is this saying that you leave the stage when the applause are higher or loudest. Sense mbona no dia. E ho ne bre se wo twen ho e free stage ne so na obi simpie ne so na obi so begina so. And the saa na e wa futuo say you die a hero or you live long enough to be a villain. Asem ni nyina nse ida se ubewu asobi obi e bo ne nsem ama wo ana obetena se ache na papa wadi kan ye no wodi bone aba bese no. And that is the story of Opinion and Oscar Tabares. Or lifting Uruguay from the dark days. National team not the mobile light.
Okay.
But overstay ne welcome. And now he's not living as the hero. We need applause no somewhere
Silver
around
Sports.
the 2000s. That's the same way I'm assuming the man obesi because so check a 2 months.
I will
Well,
Maxwell.
Yeah, fancy. So very atipa the outcome there now.
Silver Sports.
As a nipa crowd show baby, Ayana, yeah, said that value baby, sir. Meaning out here. So those who make it in life, where so almost free, I sell a
That's a mess with your basa.
But later more palm. Sedanka ombe me ama next day.
Silver Sports.
Omon who the ombe who be our munti what next. And a nipa so tapa de fofro. Meaning sa what I say. Say
by obi or my empamane basa sao.
Umrensun.
Messi day. Someone yamin shame.
Say but until no more palm. There's all much in the moon. We say Charlie, I drew moon. We are not the account. Inti but me dem me hear boxing. Say time be man and come hear Arsenal Monica cry. Crawford ne Porter be kon I had your chinano pa. Say Sunday anopa ba hon dem say be Saturday enwumre. E United say WBO welterweight championship. Now fight we a very big, a very massive and huge. Fancy a dainty. My main share Crawford free Omaha, Nebraska in the United States of America. Now I caught 37 Obian to mention that. Washi Obia and then 28 a knockout. Natural or a southpaw, meaning that ne oye benkuma.
Okay.
But no oye like deceptive because osanzu to me kon ewonifa. Our punch in all those hands. But now, currently, you're ranking number 4 best boxer in the world, pound for pound. And for the last 5 years, pound for pound rankings, wabem. Fancy looking at the number of boxers in the world. And I catch us a division in the crown, 17. And 17 divisions, you're 4 different bodies. WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO. I'll be a champion. It is all kinds of multipliers. Say belts ne close to 63. At a point, you need undisputed champions. I say we have 63 world champions. And some every division biano. What about contenders? It be a champion in the champion in the wine a dikaya eso ne kopre. Sa top 10 in every division 17 by 4. And some more mu go actually ho baby. And some more crowns or more other waiter and other bodies are IBO muna yensha dan recognize it. It's the number of boxers in the world, less over 100,000. And it's a top 10, actively or more actively, wow, top 10 who won pound for pound. It's a small 10. But pound for pound, so the amount ube free man as home say, fancy be a one day say me be but inactivity on time come to ube free. Go pound for pound, you already say, when a active boxer or yeah, dear. It's for 5 years, not pound for pound rankings, Terence Crawford ewomwa. It tells you the kind of boxer we are talking about. Ono kra na lead you until say or yes or unkwa Saul Canelo Alvarez they take you over. He's a hell of a fighter. Or a 3 division champion. From the lightweight division or you're undisputed when you're all the 4 belts. I remember knocking out Julius Indongo with massive body shot. And no we no say no. Also moving up in weight and about welterweight. Now in the welterweight division, he's not done badly. And as I'm speaking, or a WBO world champion. Now over Sean Showtime Porter, also free Cleveland, Ohio. Now Porter, I con 31, we lose 3, and I draw 1. 17 year knockouts. But Sean Porter no ono ye Oxodus. I saw ye Nufa. And he will be a new fan na ahodini wom. Or ex-champion, 2 times L champion in the welterweight division. And so we're welterweight ranking now on the top 2 as the number 2 contender. So he's also a top fighter. Fight with Babarum, top rank promotions. And Ekuta Terence Crawford. But Crawford kunwe we are on a top rank and Yedumabim. Meaning baby or but the fact that Mayweather keeps talking about him as the best boxer, he's the best around him. Especially when even Sean Porter, a trainee the TMT gym, the money team gym. Still, Mayweather a big time respect for our Spanks and Terence Crawford. It means he be honest person making Crawford as a cash cow, I can't tell. But on the part of Porter, Al Heyman, our premier boxing champion, and a promotive fight. Also Al Heyman, before coming into boxing, no promoting music. It's a Mary J. Blige mo.
Yeah.
Yes, and a host of other artists be brio or to me promote your money by. Of course, he promoted Floyd Mayweather and then by the mainstream. Yes, and also no. Now, so we fight we are a 60-40 for the pairs. The car pairs are scanned that's on. The baby a 60-40. The champion Crawford F 60. Na Sean Porter F 40. But they are guaranteed pairs in say. Yengi pay-per-view ni say utia ansa na wahwe. Into a member subscribe here to your scare bane merchandise and near the number
millions of dollars.
Yes, on beche. But em ring na wujinema wo kono. Ye kun we be a prize money obenya na $6 million, $4 million. Also in favor of Terence Crawford. Mandela Bay Resort and Casino Las Vegas, Nevada. A honor fights no to me a basso. But one thing is that Bud Crawford ne Showtime Porter, we are very good friends from the amateur days. Even almost 10 pro no. Anytime we air fighting, we call supporting. You understand the point?
Yes.
But in the ring, tomorrow night, a friendship issue. The entire man in a friendship, say, na Sean Porter needed this fight. Samson and Crawford also needed this fight. Why do they need the fight? Now, Sean Porter, you wanted to be a very good boxer. But the problem is that the big fights now are kono Olusu. Now, Olusu, so you be a dominating us. Oh, Olusu gracefully. It be a split decision win. Now, Olusu to your friend is saying, Errol Spence Jr. Into you be a on a Ketuman, 5 for fire. No, Olusu closely. And the people see say he still has a lot in him. But Terence Bud Crawford and so being the pound for pound king for a while, people still have doubts about Crawford. Because the doubts, and they say they feel like he's not faced a top level opponent. Into also justified with this fight. So what it means is that's a Showtime Porter. It means winning. Or better reclaiming the glory. Now I send it to the welterweight division to be a hell of a fighter everybody want to fight. So he's also going to get a big fight out there.
Yeah.
And I say, Crawford so winning fight to a best maintain the guy say, indeed, he's that boxer. On your fake or a real. So fancy, this is what is at stake. But yet, say, not but Crawford say, or no here, money Pacman Pacquiao. Into Dage, your Friday say, Porter. And a Porter quite did this so on any back, no, so no. And later, mommy and my friend, they were speaking on phone. And a Porter car say, Crawford, what do you think about a fight with me? Now Crawford's no, let's make the fight. And more kind of the fight night, as she says so. Until build up to the fight, there hasn't been any bad blood. Obia and said Obi, but I think say we sounded super confident. A Showtime Porter.
Okay.
Yes. Because also reiterated the fact that na down for them fight you beat it so no. Now hear this. My main show my reason make a cry. Sean Porter and Errol Spence are kon elusu. Wasansene Kell Brook are kon elusu. But wabo Adrian Broner, the problem. Wabo Danny Swift Garcia. Wabo Eudenis Ugas. Wabo Paul McNagley. Wabo Andre Beto. And a Welisu to Kate Tillman. So oral list where what it means is that he has fought quality opponent. Opponent we are very tough in the sports in the division who are facing. And it is to his credit. But the losses no be knocking out that. You understand what I'm saying? Although we're losing, but he's never been knocked out. But the only problem is that the biggest test, were failing because Carl Brook, Olusuye, Errol Spence, Olusuye, and also Lusu to Kate Tillman. But also even Carl Brook, Crawford, I'm knocking it out in the fourth. But I watch Bud Crawford. Wabo Carl Brook, knockouts in the fourth.
Silver Sports.
Wabo Amir Khan, knockout in the sixth. Wabo Jeff Horn, so guys are guy.
Yeah,
Same time Australia no Bo Manny Pacquiao no. Knockout in the ninth. Wabo Yuriokis Gamboa. Knockout in the ninth. Jose Benavides. David Benavides near. Knockout in the 12th. And Julius Indongo knockout in the 3. Make 3 numbers near rounds now Wabo. It's in the last 10 fights, a moon night knockout. And as a fancy said, we'll share the first list and make about Sean Porter. Now they compare the second list with your friend is saying Crawford. Clearly, Porter ne top fighters are than Crawford. I'm not taking it and I'm not disrespecting the champion, but this is it. And this is a fighter. Obia has got something to prove. Now, what's going to make the fight? Terence Crawford was power in both hands, and the left and right in a jawum. And did your bet to a jawum? That is one attribute about him. Aside that, so also be our power, but on to me utilize it. But where do a power puncher? Say account quadia, obe to me say yes, be account. Now, we are deba call no what ahead here in a ring IQ, and I may whether the bull biano. A genuine war ring gimuno as soon ever boxing no. It will ya rougher or bit to neutralize. And now, Sanya Maka say, it may switch it from left to right at the same time. No, it may or make it adjustment because I will now you saw the left neighbor, but to me, I switch our left. It is also to his way. Okay. And he's a good boxer. Miriama, he's a very good. Ozzy Akas will be a good boxer. And yes, our car ring, you know, now it's a street fight, no. But our movement, our head movement, sending our punch on with distance, I'll be keeping on. He's very good in that. Then aside that, so who provoking is on so better to more brawly or say dangerous or
Crawford.
Yes. And the Crawford is like that, who pushing and non who push you. But in the fight, who pushing and or start a fight or bet me a steady Obeka so onye but obo be now. Into Emma or Enna, the last but not the least, you know, or watching. Na fono na din, or to me take his shot, out with a shot in it, but now he's still fine. And he's a hell of a fighter. But finally with Showtime, no, a Porter is very, very aggressive. On the talk when they say, oh my kind, or the talk when they better house. But in doing that, sometimes I are vulnerable because there are shots be a diabona. Ultimate tough because against Aerospace, they get tough if I'm not tough enough. In a fight would have been a draw, but a tough from the Koyes play this that's 2-1 by the judges. And no sign a brawler in nature. When what the fight or no per tournament to people post our type, no, and or what foot speed. Into the movement near the air. My verdict near. Bad Crawford is winning this fight. But I don't see a knockout coming. Yes, unless Abia Bad Crawford will say when somebody say maybe he might prove me wrong on the night. But I think it's a unanimous decision on the part of Bad Crawford is on the cards.
Okay.
Because for his legacy and what he's been able
to more travel for distance.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Because Sean Porter and you're dominating the bazaar. You're knocking it out. He's a hell of a fighter. But I really think say with a legacy, Bad Crawford on good anymore. So I still go for Bad Crawford in this fight. It'll be a unanimous decision win.
Mate, Max Medasi. What me ba my class are but Mike we are my messages so Mike.
Yeah, fancy. Qatar Grand Prix Bebaso and it looks like now Obia Adjumwa and Claire make kind of two competing teams now because the other teams
and about 2 Ghana time 2 and qualifying
but during practice Bottas Sergio ahead of Hamilton and so Verstappen Hamilton has not had a good practice but Verstappen quite good. Bottas na LED with a practice anyway but qualifying who gets to be in the podium way post start pole position not you who send your besiako. But I think one issue a trendy dream baby was about the Mercedes review a way no more petition no. Unfortunately any idea to imagine I send Rebecca Wasem and you are paving the way for the race to go on. But there's a psychological thing I also mentioned and I said it will play on the mind of Verstappen. Now with him say you can do dirty but what you dirty now any na air show. So the least way I'll be fall foul there will be no loopholes for Verstappen and team Red Bull to escape. Into a bit pressure kakra, a bit guide. So, but I think he's determined as he showed this particular campaign in there. He's matured from the old Verstappen in him, and so he might not bottle this particular opportunity. This race, Qatar, the fancy, interesting to note that everyone make a track limit. track limit near say a coin na ye tree race no was no. This is to explain the layman's term. No be here. A coin na ye tree no. Your markings be the line are two, maybe a red and white, maybe a white near the black way at all. Now where the circuit map maybe no so. Sa a coin no. Your angles are ucha. So ucha na waka ne to ne kwatra. Onye foul. You have not fallen foul to the track limit. But you were aside sa red and white line na mache no. You were an extension that extension na a bit me green, a bit me red, kase kakra. So waka ne trasa four corners of a car ne trasa angle na. It means that we exceeded the year track limit. A quite now also a track. The whole year course I'll be call a circuit. Ain't track near quine. So what tra baby and is what tra? We have exceeded the track limit. Now mostly the Ama drivers are trying here. Formula 1 need to deal with speed. Now speed, you know, book ever. And I'm saying we need balance be brain into it mito. That times will be calculated to be channel spinning. Ain't drivers need be brain now call the wide edges. Say the bear book curve now. And channel be brain fanning call beyond the track limit. Into share or more mobile game no. Obi obo game be a need for speed anyway. So open so book ever. O try so be call angular Emma Wakano and Danny Bebre sana way net here. So I want you to picture in mind so obi obo game. Now the Qatar circuit na a better screen is no into yanko Facebook near any explanation be wa.
Okay.
The Qatar circuit Lozel there no solon farm up and infanto sumame. There was so many sharp ends and even the 10-4. Ocean numbers now, Obehu 10-4. Now the 10-4 has a 90-degree turn. Yes. And for teams like Mercedes or Mokas, and they are very fast. How they negotiate the bend and then not fall forward to the track limit, they are very crucial. First, and not the F1 for Pennyphony and they say, Omaka Samo be monitor. Now they have set automatic detectors.
And where the will be time.
Exactly. In terms of 5 key areas, or Mususu say 100 day 10-4 kahon, 10-12, 10-13, 10-14. And the last one here 10-16. 10-16 when you're done here, now we'll go finish line.
Exactly.
And they almost say 10-16 no, so we fall foul of the track limit. Oko be train near throw white and black air flag na. Oko trade the foul na 10-16 wo breach here. O na slap ye be raise because o 10-16 ni we pay. The moment I'll be in a straight line. Oko straight line now you enter into another lap. And it's a to me negotiate sa ben no by breaching the track limit way now. It means that you have gained a sporting advantage over your competitors. In Tisa lap now be koni in a road rather and you are be counting. And I will breach other ways to track limits in this one. What time near better so? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and 10 seconds at the same 90 minutes in football. Be beat to miss in Formula 1.
Well, how fast I can
exactly.
Yeah, 5 seconds quite how
exactly. Inti Bema the Qatar race now very stressful. And the stress also lead to mistakes, lead to strategy failures, and it also lead to even collisions. Indeed, this might be an exciting debut for Qatar. Our Formula 1 or more program. So, but at the end of the day, fancy, I'm looking at this. It is about the driver and our skill. I think that in terms of experience, Raikkonen and Moore have dominated, Vettel, Moore dominated, but Obia is new to this particular court. To them, the Omoma, the drivers need a simulation until Okotna machine anymore. What did them na ya programme Qatar circuit no near the atoso into what drive it now the afaso. Enti computer simulation there ometri car no so abro mo nko reality.
How so biam bahada we na first time Qatar for Formula 1 Grand Prix.
Enti ometri or computer so there. So the experience and the knowledge they have is that ometri car no computer so. But in reality they have not experienced the Qatar circuit neither. Into experience no new to everybody. But the driver skill set, any quality, no, and be determine who gets to win it. I want to make these predictions. Hamilton to win. Verstappen, Ebenya second. Bottas might get a podium finish. And the first one, no, a repeat of the AC or Brazil. Hamilton number 1, Verstappen number 2, Bottas number 3.
Okay.
And then there will be incidents here, be recorded. Collisions. Actually, so I benya collision be 1 or 2. Just check this. Yes. Team Mercedes be ready. We need the drivers' championship as well. And these are some of the key angles you can look at for the Formula 1 and then the Qatar Grand Prix. Minyaya, personally, Makumim, and Verstappen in winning. But the dynamics of this race, and the way a Verstappen sits here, no, he needs to be extra careful. Now, when Verstappen is extra careful, you don't get the best out of him. Anything I'm a day winner, no, Ediama Lewis Hamilton, but anything can happen. Okay. Now, you call ATP finals, so semi-finals, no, Djokovic, Zverev, na Medvedev, so any Ruud, Casper Ruud. Medvedev ni Djokovic in the last ATP head-to-head 4 games. And my straight set ni say a the best of 3. Now where we need to, who we need to are yen nyam konkobo test set in the cry yenim. But in their last meetings, and straight set, the best of 3 nani yebeko, and as I say in a Grand Slam I 5. And so very difficult to predict who gets to beat each other between Zverev and Djokovic. And Uyi Casper Ruud the free moi. The other 3 players in Medvedev, in Djokovic and Zverev. Winning the ATP finals nibida. So they have a tournament winning experience. Airbus will win. Now what I want to say here is this. Djokovic is on form. He's had an excellent period in terms of the season. Our tennis move. But Zverev knows what say he's somebody to spoil the party when you least expect him. Inti Emmanuel Memoye Denkakra de Djokovic. But I think that at the end of the day, Obetimi Enyankunimdi over Zverev. And then Daniil Medvedev to also beat Casper Ruud. Now you a repeat of the finals between Daniil Medvedev and then Novak Djokovic. Don't forget. I think Djokovic will get
Djokovic Nangasakra say after Nadal Nadal Federal guys Rumuna Eba when anytime you'll be Shani Biano or Safa.
I think that Djokovic be a revenge. He will get his revenge against revenge against Daniil Medvedev. Now, to some of the interesting angles in football, nobody care about Arsenal and a more form of mapeke the Omaye. And your BBI Feno unya a friendly fixture list. The friendly fixture list said the opponent now Ushiano. And the period I went through and a stage I went through in terms of a team no Oshishano a wow. I'm a ultimate to Tonyoma. And that was a period that's now passed through before the international breakaway by. And if you check the opponent, they faced their toughest test, one against Man City and then against Chelsea. Then Omushia Brentford. It was a difficult game for them, opening game. BBA to me see. Man City, arguably the best team in England. Okushiana Erding. Chelsea with Thomas Tuchel with all the confidence need your Maya the Champions League never be Rema Erding them out. Now Arsenal have been able to sort their home or more SEC a defense nano in film a solid kakra. It looks like Sambi Lokonga any party or more combination in the middle. It is working wonders for them. In attack, Aubameyang has rediscovered the scoring boot, and even Alexander Lacazette looks like a different player because he comes in with confidence to up the ante. Number Frano so yomo dear Emil Smith Rowe, Bukayo Sakamo are also contributing their bet. Martin Odegaard so free bench a bar. He will come and do a good job for you. They will now test how well Omu team Naitimia find a consistent result against a top team like Liverpool. It was against teams relatively who were struggling. Aston Villa, they were struggling. Aston Villa free was. Brighton, they failed to beat Brighton. Crystal Palace nearly won against Arsenal. And as much as so many results are consistent, Kakrano, I don't think they have been dominant enough. And Liverpool will be that test to prove. Say Arteta shishe jumani die do baby asisi die. You bet to be the NCC Boniaka say Arsenal team na ye. So personally, I think that it will be difficult for him.
Arsenal losing.
Yep, circumstances prevailing. A game where Liverpool will come in to prove a point. Don't forget, where they were humiliated by West Ham. And returning from the international break and at Anfield, Klopp will want his boys to prove a point. And Liverpool, during the time of Klopp against Arsenal, I fancy they've not scored less than 2 goals.
Okay.
Yes. So I think that it is going to be a game that Liverpool at the best Arsenal any. Now to Italy, very interesting fixtures in coming up. Yaba Betway now, Yaba Bobo. So AC Milan Fiorentina is my pick. Now come person call Inter Milan Napoli, but I think AC Fiorentina is my pick. Data makers are here. One, Fiorentina project is very exciting. If you monitor them from behind, players or Matuto, any players plus the technical head in charge, are very crucial. Now they want to enter into the circles of the Seven Sisters again. No, they were initially part during the time of Gabriel Batistuta. Now we kind of top 7 teams in Italy. Fiorentina were part. Unfortunately, Omulusu sack cloud and they lost that status. And they are mad. Atlanta Napoli So Fiorentina will want to return into the circle and be amongst the discussion when it comes to the Seven Sisters. And against AC Milan, they will test how well Omu team na yakwa kodru. AC Milan team is what I say under Stefano Pioli. They are not an expensive side, but they are an efficient side. And how do they prove their mettle? Trying to get results away from home and then also at home. In Tiamak game near very open. If you see the 2 teams scoring, don't be surprised.
Both teams to score.
Yep, Fiorentina is similar.
Similar.
Don't be surprised. And they already messages.
Mate, yeah, back to a moment in this one. No, maybe Twitter na tweet for no tweets no 2 Gabesta say good morning sports squad weekend edition of Silver Sports is loud inside TBG clothing and Safo. After Traffic Gonja say Nana Ponsa is leaving every football administrator in Ghana in his wake because of his sheer managerial ingenuity and perspicacity. Bleeders and haters of the truth can continue bleeding till thy kingdom come. Asanteman will be sweet and great again. Tofit Gonjanono. Osama Clean City and say good morning, Fancy Di Maria. Weekend edition of Silver Sports is urban at the cities of Dubai. Dangoma say Saturday's edition of Silver Sports is loud and clear inside Sokoban Wood Village. Sports God Flow says Kwamena Winchester. Afe undefeated and an go Boston Celtics and Yabiashe T Wapie or say. It's loud inside the Buakwa. We don't talk much, we just show action. The Lakers will forever remain under our shadows. No matter what they make their team, we Celtics will smash them. You don't bring old men into our defense, or you don't bring old men who are defensively weak to meet Jason Tatum and his boys. Okay, I'm telling for you, Saturdays are special made, are specially made for Silver Sports glued for the update and or day in the buy. I feel we special say don't underrate the team of Arteta. We will surely beat Liverpool today. Man United fans are invited to the party. Jana so Kumu. I feel good morning, fancy. Listening to the show live from Edujama. Sundowns at class there and played. Hazakis ladies, there was a certain left-footed player in the midfield, bossing the midfield too well, swinging passes in the grind style. They also used their flank so well. Tomlin, and our Dane tweet, and so by Rashid Idrisiu was a good morning fans. The weekend edition of Silver Sports is loud. Inside Sokoban and Pame, can't wait to see Chelsea in their away kit this afternoon. It's gonna be fireworks. Greetings to Godfather Mino and our day by Sheikh Osman Dembele say the weekend edition of Silver Sports is airborne nationwide and it's loud and clear here at Atabubu for tuning up. That and the Yadom guy, I think he's staked bet for Sravika to win and it's backfired over there on so bet. Oh, Debbie. I am a fence mess later. Well, you're not bet to a moment in this way.
Well, Fancy, I think that from last season, Adeba, now request near say, Madden bet way a month Ghana Premier League number. So we put forward concern to them.
Ntiaba.
Yep. Betway Ajiatum. So now, more I Ghana Premier League now. And I want to state emphatically, say the Ghana Premier League options are Betway Emano. Are better than any sports bookmaker.
no they say no
so ultra Ghana Premier League bet Betway the chances of winning near 100% guaranteed. Winning options or mama. Omutimi and say away team no enya de obey we need to nail. And definitely him say teams will go away it's difficult for them to win to nail. Option no so odd no or throw. I to say a be win. To say for instance, out to you near Diana and Ekwakobo and out to you not to win to nail.
Pat Mira who Ghana.
Well,
my clicky Premier League.
Yeah.
A yaba.
But I made a demonstration.
Oh, nice.
How do you not to win to nail? No fancy. Ne ought no a closer to Asante Kodoko win against 11 Wonders. And you say, and yadia out to you back with share a year Indiana Stars by a goal to nil. So the options available on Betway as per the Ghana Premier League. It was through Bebre a Dawson. Into you be a who follow Ghana League no. Now Tiasi and Kwadia. If you do the bet on Betway. Definitely fancy options are available in T. Your chances of winning no between 90 to 100%. And your bad demonstration is what but Betway running 2 promotions this weekend. Back where the Nito ATP finals na make one sem no. Betway say amount 50% payout boost. So opaque no winner the first set and the match. And your 2 semi-final games so ende. You were Zverev against Djokovic. And now face you what Medvedev against Ruud Kasper. Now choose to say idea Medvedev we need the first set. As also we need match against Kasper Ruud. What ye pay? So we see how we try 20 cities. Now we see how benya 50 cities are. Betway say obema 50% payout boost. 50 cities now obenyano. A move 50% Betway the Beckham will see kind of hold the amount. And that will be credited to you as a free bet. Into Ubenya 50 CDs no edidia show bottom plus what's when you 25 CDs as free bet. A simple. And no a tennis a day. Djokovic Sone Medvedev Zverev. And so pa yen say Djokovic be winning first set. Na game ni na no wasanso winning. And as a Medvedev be Zverev be winning first set. Na game ni na the Djokovic be winning because Djokovic in the first set na nen sheda anya papa. Into pa yen sa and so be mawa Betway Edisicano and so the be go bottom. No wasanso amount a free bet. Aside that, Betway sanso get a full refund enti Solomian Coast Queen and so. Now get a full refund no or say anytime goal scorer on any Ghana English Premier League match. Say Ghana there used to be.
I say Ghana there when you bro.
Oh yes the options and everything are solid. I say place on any time goal scorer bet on any Premier League match. A free a year under the copiums ye be Premier League matches. And Tibia Yemfan say Arsenal Liverpool. Sadio Mane taishe liver Arsenal pa. Enti ebi say Sadio Mane be she. Say Sadio Mane she go. Na se VAR at the Salah go na. Betway say hwe kwa. Obet ni be lucy. But ono oma 100% of obet no back.
And she said me so trying to 10 cities ah.
Obe refunded 10 cities ne the amount. Se VAR and say go na. Once a ushe go no. Na VAR and disqualify say go ni nye go maybe foul, maybe offside. Usi can don't worry. Obet ni be Lucy, but Betway do see kabema. Yes.
We trying 1,000 money to score.
Bet a full refund.
Na VAR say Bema a Bobin Sansana born a shot.
Exactly.
1,000 amount.
Full refund. With no conditions and we no offer amount as a free bet or the amount as cash.
Yes. You are the
exactly which may withdraw idea. Into where you don't lose, you don't even if your bet does not win, you don't lose. Into where a special Premier League VAR get a full refund promo. Into just take part. EPL anytime goal scorer. EPL on a pay. Me pacho menko yi other matches and fanfra.
And say wow.
Non kwa. Into say Liverpool, Arsenal no akoyi Salah to score. No trying to buy 50 Ghana. Say Salah share na via ne de Salah one obenya 50 Ghana back. Say Salah share
or the message ba say ntina yemenya sunne.
Say Salah share na via na de Salah still you win your bet. Into way no there is nothing like losing in here. That is the simplest thing I made me aka and so they are here for. Now yanko Betway way ne so. Fancy code ye be generating in here 9 selections am I a total of 10 odds, 10.90. Romania, CFR Cluj, or ball against a year University of Craiova. A very poor side. Yes, the first half, no. Cluj will not concede or keep it clean sheet.
Okay.
Yes. Craiova for no. So omo ball gamer, omo goals no. Either say omo concede and also omo share in the second half. And omo tie concede and omo share. First half ne there, omo munche go, but opponent need to miss no. In TSA, say Craiova elbow home against Cluj, on the best team in the Romanian league. Then it means that enya dia Craiova ebeshe first half goal Edetia Cluj. Then Celta Vigo ene biare on ebo. Wash Celta Vigo a wo mo ye team a clean sheet ho ye omo den pa. Enti ese fine no problem. O de ebia Celta Vigo betimi ahye biare ene de ye nim because ye nyankopon. But ye nim say e likely e was soro say Celta Vigo for so mu wi ni kra na ade biare for no be go. So Celta Vigo to win 2-0 no yes no. Ene the option. Then you will Fleetwood Nimmo Camp. Ewo England League 1 over 1.5 in this particular game. Fleetwood Taisha goes pa Morecambe in the form ninge but also Taisha goes pa yesheno into over 1.5 goals here. Leicester City Chelsea. Yes, in the second half, and now Chelsea better Leicester by 2 or more goals.
Second half.
Yes. And Yama Leicester handicap +2. So Leicester will not lose in the second half against Chelsea. Then Manchester United against Watford. Yes, Man U away. United need goals. They will get minimum 2 or more goals against Watford. In Tiano, Manchester United away over 1.5 goals. AZ Alkmaar, NEC, the Dutch LDVC. And also, you say Alkmaar for no one bo home be a fancy over 2.5. Alkmaar bo home BI over 2.5. And this is so quite away against a top team and also over 2.5 in PM. Yet the name say we be winning now winning because now we bokoko. Say you free international break na yaba. So many disappointments ba. And na me kaisa na me catch okay timo say Bayern Munich be lucy. Into omo person omo kofi kese mo omo nya no both teams to score. Omo say oh enya bye there obesha na msinya abote. Bayern Augsburg obe lucy. And then they lost. And whole a free international break, but be to me see. And say Asia Kmadiano a over 2.5 and a choose. Then Liverpool Arsenal. What's my catch was a club Bayern. And you our home game against Arsenal. Wash less than 2 goals. 1 Shakrano, Obama 2, Obama 3. Courtesy the Betway Start Center in TSA. Liverpool to score 2 goals against Arsenal. Or the Omunshe 2 no mumbo 2 to any asem. Omunshe 2 no mulusu 3 to any asem. Yet the say Liverpool enshe 2 goals. Ewo Anfield. Salah once wabobe 2-3 matches be a goal. So he will be eager to get goals. And he goes bet me PM. Asante Kodoko 11 wonders. Courtesy Premier League on Betway. Yes, Kodoko ebo ofie. Setim bia wo ho e ba be say Kotoko record a fancy and 11 wonders. Enti Kotoko straight home win. Ana face so Ediana Stars ene Real Tamale United. Yes, Real Tamale United or Kodoma on fa clean sheet and go back to Tamale. Ediana yes, into Ediana to Ediana be lusukra obesego. Ye dey fire ho.
I hold the chest.
Exactly. Enti no so yayewa. Enti me pa cho okay kabomwa. 10.90 odds in the generating odds and fantasy so saying it here. Who share with Facebook your screenshot no. Who tell or radio so a file pen and a paper and our phone nebo guso. U1 E0 F8 FEC. Me pacho mi si subion. U1 E0 F8 FEC. Me pacho way any decoder na mebo options and so at the amount you are at liberty to do whatever you want with it. Opeso o sonne sanimo obetimi aye opeso ye netanya obetimi ahwe na wo so wetimi edi hudwuma bet we jackpot ni so guso a ekoso now yenhwe tennis odds na mebo so no quickly now in the ATP finals oba obechusi enti saying that here men's singles Daniel Medvedev so obeshe Ruud Kasper 1.13. I say Sikana in Shade Nimsa. But the options available no any. Say games ni na no ye benya over 20.5. Once a tennis I had na about 6-4, 6-5. And only a funny game. Enti every set bia no ebia over 20.5. Na say ebia first set ne be mount 10. Second set be mount 10. Then you are hoping for a third set. Say first set so mount 7-5 bia. Then na second set watch a 6-4. Etra 20 games. Enti over 20.5 games ne aya 1.78 odds. You can look at this. Then there is a correct score prediction. Correct score prediction just say who chat 2 straight set 2-0. So we need 2-1 at just who got 3 set. Enti for Dani a branch offense Daniil Medvedev to go for 2 straight sets no a 1.52. And no a value for money. And it's a likely happening. Medvedev on time wasted time. On oba no do as mama no ko. Once or a chess player. Obi obo chess biano or the nadri ne did juma into oba wasted time. Robert Dispenso, and especially against an opponent now who are in war form. So a 2 straight set went for a Daniil Medvedev no ebema 1.52. Winnie GDR no ako 2-1 no and 3.89. So you can look at some of these things. And here was set handicap. Set handicap nature say oh check assume CB say bia or no man is set say obe winning and obe lucy and to bet match that option. So now wait me in the ATP. Formula 1 dear also ho na manfo bisa and Formula 1 no me den me twa ho bet oba bet way a o call the options what tab ne so be hu table tennis obe hu cricket obe hu boxing say the namas wole kan Terence Crawford Bauta or no so babeko into all these options no ba o select pe na wako baby a opesa oko obe hu the various sports a opesa odidi juma into Formula 1 ni no wa click Formula 1 na ebetwe e the amount concerning why na wini why they say into choose ya na wo ko fancy men okay yeah face
wo mate me da say Betway moment ana ya otese ya demand powered by Betway www.betway.com.gh no sign up we will be our registered da and one so be sign in no room na fe was taking now who said ebesi akọ wo Michael Champion say Arsenal is beating Liverpool this weekend by 4-0. This will make people to believe we are indeed winning the league. Loud and clear inside Techimenti Government Hospital Fancy. Your sports presentation is a medicine. It should be included in the NHIS list of drugs. Silver Sports, no competition. Michael Champion Day, yes, our message by Junior Moreno say Betway Jana so. Kumo. Michael Echinaba was a good morning. Sports God, I'm watching you and your noble crew from Behu in the western part of Ghana. I love you, bro. And our date Nidiano. And so at Dubai. What's it? Biahon. Okay. Madame Asepa, I wait for her. Madame Asepa. Anna Fe Takpe Theophilus or say, what's your life from a flower police station, please? Fans, who is the greatest footballer of all time for country US of A? Gideon Probe say, what's your life inside Tafu? I'm younger, Anna Hog Despina. Or say, I love this guy. Michael Asaribodu Afe. We and another church was say Maxwell is your brother, Akadom Madam, Awoya's son from Subiri. You doing great.
Catherine is on getting in touch.
Oh, okay.
Why?
So now I Chelsea.
Maxwell
said DM and get in touch now for money. That's right. Okay. My son's look as a bridge,
Silver Sports.
And so be a problem solved. On the unknown Casabra. Now found Sapan Coca. That's it.
The breaker.
You could break up if you break about your Beffy, Yaba.
Mese, eka kete anka mijame kasi hokra dweme ho. Dia na manye, ya hofuru engine masisa electrical parts, asisa fuo pompon so still. Na dede daso wo meka engine no mo. We na mihia guy bia wase menso go fuel enhwe. Meso go run 95 hweye. Na
Goil dear, higher grade fuels nkwao. And yasa one XP3 multifunctional enhancer. It's in a one in one nim. Eco-friendly. Na ninyi nechi no. Yenswa no board dindi biao. Ewo Goil station biemu o mainwa fana bebia. Ajibe bia.
Cecilie, kana ye gum yan konkwa.
Goil Super XP Run 95. Ni diesel XP 4 papa a Yema latest engines. Ni engines bia. Goil, good energy. Yeah,
Bet the responsible way. No under 18. Betway. Bet your way.
Yen nyina ye football fans papa. Nanso sports afofo bi wo ho a meni gye ho yie. Te say tennis and basketball. Meni gye sem ne say Betway mobile any online sports betting and the sports casino games, bet games and any keka ho bebre. Abom platform no so a obetimi atwa ho bets. Every football, roulette, e-sports, kosi horse racing so. Se obetimi abet e wini ajiusika amunmu ho ahyehyehye. Wo mobile money so. Ana ye de befa EFT so ato bank account mo. Call www.betway.com and ya na tiwagro. Kaina bet wo nyansamo. Uni fielu nwotwe a entwa bi. Betway, agudie no ho dontra. Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sashastie.
What about too much business? This is a guacumwa. You did pay Numa Hudu. Too much investment. Too much ahoto. Too much BBB. Our wonderful too much business. Wonderful too much business. Ma come out choose voice, data, and SMS. I tell you, this is a about business. You come for the phone too much business. Natural say data do what the business. And do what the Vodafone to Vodafone calls. Any Vodafone to other networks. Put me sending messages. Do be open. Mobile package back open. And you win. Send a start. Call 050-777-9000. And I'll send an email for vodafonebusiness.gh@vodafone.com. Now for who Jim will be.
Vodafone. Together we can.
From the 26th to the 30th of November, it's Black Friday Big Sale at Hisense. Everything you ever wanted from Hisense is on sale. When you hear Hisense, it's quality, affordability, style, and the widest range of electronic appliances for your comfort. What are you looking for? Is it a television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave oven, blender, rice cooker, kettle? It's Hisense. Black Friday, big sale. Get yourself ready and confidently walk into any Hisense showroom 26th to the 30th of November, 4 days only, and grab whatever you need at reduced prices. After all, that's what Black Friday stands for. Remember, Hisense is the only electronic company that gives you 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. If you have to buy anything Hisense, buy it from a showroom. Be mindful of the frosters. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
58, hey, Charlie, my network is really killing me. I have to pay my uncle's workers via mobile money, but the charges alone, it's about 380 cedis. Charges alone just to send money? That's $10 of cement already, my guy. Listen, bro, you can save money on charges if you move to Vodafone Cash now. Vodafone Cash? But my network is... Hey, sending money on that your network, you pay. Sending money on your network to other networks, you pay. But guess what? Sending money on Vodafone Cash is free. Sending money on Vodafone Cash to all other networks is also absolutely free. No charges at all on Vodafone Cash. So tell me, what are you still doing on that your network? Massa, look sharp, then move to Vodafone Cash. Hey, make a change the SIM right now. Yes, sending money on Vodafone Cash to all other networks is now absolutely free. Send unlimited amounts of money as many times as you like for free. Just dial *110# now to send money.
The responsible way, no under 18. Betway, bet your way.
Do you know that when you dial *700# on Vodafone, you are accessing a world of endless opportunities, from getting a job in another country while right here in Ghana, to playing esports in real time, from attending world-class institutions from your bedroom, to seeing specialist doctors without leaving home, and so much more. So get the best value data offers in Ghana on Vodafone. Get 1.23 gigabyte data, no expiry data for only 5 Ghana cedis, 3.4 gigabyte data for only 10 cedis, and 9 gigabyte data for only 20 Ghana cedis. Dial *700# now.
Vodafone. Together we can.
Hey Jack, Usikabo. A Brebiera made the Vodafone Cash best and Sika free aqua network for Biasno. It is sound that we are penetrating first one. Only 1% and now 1.5% charges beer in free transfer with Vodafone Cash Swan Echo. Only a Massika Ketwa Biao. Anio, see Sika Dodona, Abra, what the Vodafone cash, send the Sika network, Dodona, so charges Biaranka home. Send the Sika Dodo and Pren Dodo Bia Ope. What network Biara Ope, so Abra Yento Capra Cra. Nessie Sika Fama and Nume Hunyao, and Massika Kitwa Biaranquai. Dial star 110 hash, and I send the Sika free.
Vodafone. Bet the responsible way. No under 18. Betway. Bet your way.
Masa, yet to unlimited calls. Vodafone Red, so you know here. Jack, me too. No expiry with Vodafone Red. Yeah, star 200 hash, huh? I bab the move when you be what? Vodafone Red, no lie. Cocraft me top man do you because I call a browser da. Vodafone Red, star 200 hash. Assistant. See here, yeah, cash gives you unlimited calls on Vodafone to Vodafone. More data, more talk time to friends on other networks. No expiry, and the best value at affordable prices. Vodafone Red, dear, we know. Simply dial star 200 hash to choose a package that best suits you from as low as 1 Ghana cedi.
Vodafone.
What is more exciting than buying something and getting 200% bonus? Unbelievable, right? Yes, it's possible with Vodafone Cash. When you buy airtime via Vodafone Cash, right there, no 200% bonus. Yes, 200% bonus to keep you connected. Or maybe you want to show some love to family and friends by sending them money on Vodafone Cash. Well, don't worry about the charges because it's free. Send any amount as many times as you want, free of charge. So connect with family and friends via Vodafone Cash and enjoy lots of freebies. Dial star 110 hash for all your Vodafone Cash transactions.
Ready?
To me, the jackpot at 10 dear Cassiano, any of Betway football jackpot Cassia Pana Yediabano. Predicted leg Bia will pick 5 and answer pick 13 you pepe. Now move it to me 300,000 Ghana cedis cash now Bia. Mensha good yana ope pano kekeo. For Jim code www.betway.com.gh and ya. Betty Wanyansemu and Shishaka Kawo Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sasha Wundi in fear do a chair and Trebi. Betway a good yana who don't ya.
Silver Sports.
Yes, yebefie na yebefia. Na debedi kanhim na otwi mansane aba Ghana Premier League matches no so no. Yenim say Black Stars abo game de tia South Africa. Ama South Africa fana kwa protest eno nyina ene musem. Afa me die mane Ashanti Gold obi agya no coach ekwan. Ana Kotoko ene Betika de ne yebehim. Afa Ghana so statement and as a GFA reply omodema South African Football Association Kent Okraku FA president and so edia okade fa South Africa protest no na afi Boachi Yadom de na yedi kanema teaser intro ni mo ma presentation mo say Ojina Park no so de ohunu say penalty ne mom okohwe no hu zade no I'm saying soft ni na ye ba yebehwem na Compute Ghana Limited say one the cashback promo na bana Compute Ghana de say what product Techno LG Infinix a product and also beto product Samsung de ni bia ni nyina no wo prices and also mo discount na on say to say bia bibi say Techno omo brand no wo mo nyomo ye and afa bia say Samsung omo so product awodo a wo mo ye na under company fan say Samsung bi mobile phone say bi TV sani ade sa product ni nyina no okọ Compute Ghana Limited obenya biato enti other brands enso nyoma ni nyina no moton bi nticha no so emame say nye diama bobo boso no nkwa no moton obetimi akọ Play Store na say wo App Store no download the app no e de atoso WhatsApp line 0243 143143 and 0307 070701. Passion for technology and so your Compute Ghana cashback promo and omodiaba drivers na mo fia mo se munika etwino tiewe work and pay MNG Company Limited nti se we driver na unika twi na wo pa dwuma ya work and pay ni ka bia wo pa bibia no mo say wo benya sa ka ne bi atwi na terms of payment no enso ye simple cry flexible adwena say market on abehu MNG Company Limited 0599 150146 0599 113398 MNG Empanifono and so Ebejoso. Yes, Yabaso na Yahana Uchimu dear baby Obiabaso for Manso. membra hono me na fe yen shasin frio.
Well, now Chimam Azakes ladies were the talk of the
Silver
town.
Sports.
Almost everywhere more dominate the headlines because of the exploits are moved to me echoing. Now, and no one me who say there are better people well placed than Messi Tego. I hope I have the name right. So Baye Black Queens coach.
Silver
because my
Sports.
problem they say, how come the national team is not performing, but there is a club side that is performing so well in Africa? And especially when they collapse in that club that is performing was selected 1 or 2. This is very bad. I was saying, say a permanent. Na ye do before Friday, a be ye jumano. Because the pabi bro more ye magic dollars or chrome ha. In reality, they are doing nothing. But what I've heard they say, next year be a January there on. Be reshuffle. And there might be changes to the technical handlers of the various national teams. And if for now I want to hold up to the fire, but I'm sure say they on be permanent. Because I really don't want to see that woman handling the senior national women's team because we need the capacity to do that. Clearly. No matter what the problems are, she's shown say only what it takes to really get there.
Silver Sports.
That was one a buyer if you say now what you know. That's a metachi. The second issue has got to do with Ghana and South Africa. And a player now Bekaso or her nay. As some more kind Ghanaians will turn against it, but they should let us understand and get the wisdom of what he's trying to say. The fact that all say is soft and on car saying a penalty. I didn't hear you know be a training opinion. It was the last who be a phone lines, you know. Obi Ghanaian or car say Ghana for pa yen canocre. Say ye pani a cowboy no mojes a penalty tia yanka deni a beka. Obi subapos oh omunike a penalty your opinion. Sani ete. Into Obia express an opinion. I don't know the opinion no why express no. And yet no the verdict in the bedding ebeba. Because no few say in a spot a soft. But the law near was soft ne hard woman. I remember when we were in school, I was St. George, your first year. Your seniors now come to your my fans who knew the way. You were prepping you not your duty naba. There, your power broom inspection hard and soft plus rag. What's that say? To a more camp broom inspection, but you must see a rim because belt or be going and easy. It's your point, no more book. First year for the broom inspection. Now broom no console when nearly down on your bedside. Oba fancy we hard man or say hard and soft plus rag. Broom inspection aqua that rag account. Into we hard the crumb per soft. We soft some per rag. It's a way damn majority of us will fall foul. It is almost fall foul like either some beji your provision as ye duan in eddy. It is a garnish to na say uni bidia is on the balls and belt. When it's out say it's a hard and soft, you know, does not prevent your friend to say the decision. But their CAF and as a FIFA can say, was there a contact? Even the intention to commit crime in itself is punishable. It is all case or no a softer. You never take a decision. Meaning so what they are making as even he's not going to be called to witness, but it is his opinion. Say Ebio no anka wonje, but enyawo. It's a memo Manchester is no. And your opinion or express it. But I think sir, this time no, yeah, the opinion was not needed. Because I would say one yes, a major stakeholder in all this. So what goodbye now, so are you on my heart? You see, Ghana honey and Yabrofu. And to what UCA, they should be cultured and know how things are done here. Because Obi or Ghana team no because na a soft there. It means the South Africans are vindicated.
That's one more evidence.
Yes, or more evidence. But say yes, soft, hard. That is not the case. Was there a contact? Meaning, so what they are making us here. And in sometimes I don't know why they speak to that point. But here say case no be no more year through one time. But me advise am dear Ghana and say we should prepare. A bus I say by Yankobo. eba say ye mba ne eja me me yo enko ba bia ne ye nka hwe ne ye te wabo se ye se ye nkobo na we are not prepared. Fancy, I hope you understand. And I also beg the players, me Paul Mocho say, ya wadi nyina ho kwa ba nyina na fata asem we mfa so bia ni so ye so woka. And I fancy when me nya adwene. Yeah, because World Cup
your question be okra your interview.
Yeah, you just say oh. Well, because yeah, adi nyina ho kwa nyina na fata World Cup here na se ye kwasi ye tumi qualify a wo cross a player obe enjoy asem ya mete. Mona mbekwa akoko say munya pe de ma mmobọ ne de 100,000 ne de gu mam meboa. And no aso ne ball na nka so obo no so enhye da nkoyi ba match we no hu so kakra.
Silver Sports.
Onim Ghana for yana. Oh, ne ball ne enhye da nkoyi.
Well, say man for so ma retire no prematurely. I'm so
aha no even no kra wa hu se ne abeka na omo no obeko. Omo tuma say asem na wo kan de no kra pa na mum se ne awo kan. Yempe how? Meaning so what as an American say. So I think that boy he should be very, very careful. Because the nation is fighting. What I say. So no matter what it is, say we are forefront our fight anymore. You don't say a thing about my opponent, an arm to use against you. This is very, very bad on his part. Now, over the weekend, see a Saki coaches baby. Yeah, about 4 because the 4th match came. And he has sacked 3 coaches. Me depa. Me so mbe sake bebre. Because coaches near mom who said they have work to do. Fancy no more your madrid so mbe adwuma game ne be improve. Me so what I say. There might be various reasons so be our opinion as to say the time in the year or the timing is not good. By one coaches to be fired. Besides England, you started as sake coaches mebo. And it be more so bem. And clearly, that's what I really think. Because my coach be able to say, so when you do me, I be will be up and doing. As good coach call, media my dear call, and I think Chelsea the answer call. But was a Chelsea fire coach or when you win. It's here as good so the media. So after firing the coaches, are they also gonna get the wins? So when you wins, now maybe they are vindicated, or when you answer, it's a different thing altogether. And last but not the least.
Silver Sports.
We can the finance minister, Mr. Miko Chandrokakra, say Sekendi Sports Stadium. Oh, say stadium nice and the Sekendi Sports Stadium. But baby a stadium ni sino near for a sipon. But in the media circle that into the minds of Ghanaians, it has been reversed instead. I a friend a sipon stadium. But stadium near Sekendi Sports Stadium a sipon. No, say it's been 90% complete. But unfortunately, that is a lie.
I don't know any man.
Uye den.
No,
because already budget
90%.
Meanwhile, 20% crying.
And 90%.
It's also Honorable Joe Gate Crade.
And I'm busy
because the finance minister never true. A budget report from the various sectors. So the NSA plus the sports ministry should have a hand in that.
Exactly. So some people
Scandal could do be one.
No, when I say heads must roll. So be somebody will be best step up no work because almost the amateur on the fancy I do where I am any. So we are penny now down man one year do man to me be trying to man for yes I pay you don't fit to be there. And not that a speech or BBI, as I also you due there. Also, you are OBS.
Because now what remands are Babekai.
Exactly. Into most a Jumana Wayeni in a ne, Papa Basadi, we know BIA there, Akolakra no Osro. And it is not the case. It's what I can say in order to make things look better, no, as early as possible, Moon started works on it. And I find something that major so that they will compensate the people for it. Because me can't over and over say Ghana and Kasana, the problem I have and I say, oh, so now who ye stadium na Dangote Sima Nigeria.
Enra, yeah.
And if I say Ghana if the government of Ghana crashes our stadium way back or Ghana bedding.
I required the $1 million in renovation.
Silver Sports.
It's clearly no, I think say we need to go. Me feel say idea be a entwaye. And by now, na say nka minister no wabe pacha. Minim say wabe pacha wa.
Maintaining.
And then any da home. Fancy nice say any da home. Because say we all make mistakes sometimes because we are not perfect. It's a one who's the nente quickly say oba out say bia you erred. And to err is human. And I'm sports. And to forgive is divine. It's in also back out na or like maybe apology say be answer. But so one man we did and as what said that him there now be chantro. And again, so be sooner a man report a entes as any pan is fido. It does a collaborative effort some be chantro or minor. And another day it is highly unacceptable. It's a how they can compensate us as Ghanaians, our journalists, and they say, the sports loving people, and they say, as early as possible, omonkoshe edumase. Meaning so ultimately, and finally, so I think Sunyani also deserves better. Yes, Sunyani Coronation Park number renovated. Okay. I think as early as possible, I say, and so Moshe who edumase because Sunyani deserves better.
Yeah, that's a Maxwell. What, Mike?
Well, Fancy, over the week, very interesting developments in the idea. But my man started with the football. Unfortunately, news and Ghana for in say bebe mama no enya dia ebemu. That is Sundowns for the Chika for men. I watched the entire duration of the game. Clearly, what comes to mind and they say we were beaten by a better side. Sundowns, technically, they were on top of Ghana. And then on the pitch, physically, it's normally ahead of us. Tactically, they were better than us. Was it Mekase Mitra about Tyandra? Tama ye baby rim near discussing local issues. And they say one thing I've noticed about the South Africans, and they say in terms of pure football talent, and they almost saying Ghana be. So what they decide to do, and they say, Omobe use what they have to get what they want. And what they had was energy and pace, speed. And they mostly utilize it on the flanks. And the best way for Ghana was to shut the channels. Ebema South Africa for no running behind the Ghanaian defense. But fancy yes soon bepe, but when I'm the ma won't mean yadia. And that is exactly what happened. Morifi, me also be sending message say South Africa for left foot. Morifi.
Okay.
That was the weapon on war, and they have been using it ever since. And South Africa for him says speed. And a speed in so any Ghana for defenders na fan almost team no investing. Yeah, and then they say a project
omunya and to say the may kwasere ansa no mo ya
koto Sundowns and my team no, they had a personal coach attached to scouting opponent. Into omo bomb matches na different. Omo coach or no social opponent ombe share in the matches. Ovia will put it together a report or they have bred the head coach. The head coach will other two assistant coaches on your Muye Juma. Then they have a football club. They have a video analyst. Where a Mage Maya national team or a club. Two assistant coaches plus the head coach plus an opponent scout coach. Into the bar, not the video analyst not breaking it down. Into behind in the row into Oshaya Enra. South Africa girls, they were not really bossing play until in the second half. Omunya Bona, the second goal in the way is by. Omunya Bona, what they do is that they loop the ball. So, Peja Fasro, AC Ghana defense, Nechi. Omo the two flanks. Then there will be a runner, mostly Morif in the back of her. Then the runner will either create or will try to score. And it was a simple tactic because Omu will say, Azake si team or peso okra ball no ball. Hazaki is a team on defended into a Piabechri, and they mostly play with a defensive high line. Sadia Yamba Bon is your mechi. Me say I'm forecast a goal near offside. No, you're offside. They smartly beat Ghana offside trap, I said here. And we just lost to a better team that had the best technical setup and also had invested in players who are comfortable. So also when the American India, South Africa, any football investment, especially in women's football. Baby, I'm women's national team. Aisha Buhari Cup on Nigeria. Why? It is because they have invested in what they are good at. National team. This is how it starts. Enti omo dia ne yese sisi no omo nim say man ball no enya dia speed kase bia wom, and they have natural speed. They will use it to their advantage. So they invest and find a scientific way on to deploy now bomo and omo ye na bomo. Basadia no omo ye ni na no. It is because omani na koben krom say we need to invest in the sector. Yanya dia wa ha. Yem fesikanshim, yem bringing in the necessary expertise. Na yem peje mumfanko. Until now, South Africa and football, they have gone to the World Cup. Ghana, the last time I could be Menkai.
Silver Sports.
They have been dominating AFCON. Yeah, hosting AFCON tournament. I'm a mobile boy. I'm a group stage. Frimu. Now say you're mobile Nigeria. Ever be tournament the koye. So their women's football. Abrana yeni and Sado Mosono. They sowed the seeds. Omo di aduaba ko share from. Say aduaba no omo de share from no. Ene na efi free and day. Omo this way aduaba no. Yeni ade ye. Ni anim se ye wasru ninti and ye tedai. Now your women's football, we are left behind. South Africa mo di enim. But we were the ones leading. Dientia, lack of investment, lack of a proper plan. And on the girls will be talented enough, but fancy if they don't get the necessary investment. And I've read so many commiseration messages. Way free vice president or way free government functionary or fancy. We don't need commiseration messages. What is the plan for women's football? The first lady has set the ball rolling. But what other forms of investment in the Bible rim? What is government's plan? Said the Hazakes Kokoye wo Egypt. No washe ni monyam. Inti abayna eya ratio mu say yes so ye say they are supporting ma football. And Americano.
Silver Sports.
Ya what telcos. Andra. Anna Vodafone send a message. Omo ye teenage pregnancy campaign. Vodafone for yesremo. Sikano mo fan come and buy footballers. They can do the campaign for you better. Don't be sending bulk SMS. Abu okron ready. Mo investors can no money.
Yo some to say the okay. SMS be on my bar.
You don't even read it. But what you huska?
You understand?
Meanwhile, the kind of idea for such campaigns, you know. You can just invest into a football.
Go back who treaty say I'm crashing on you for.
Yeah, Doris Bodua.
What means a man for
yeah, exactly.
It said the okay.
See,
so what more be on fat can not done.
Exactly.
What you must say. So no. How tough any messages I need DMs I what do messages about DM on dogging can't come the old Chinese fear mema car mema way mema
exactly.
That's what to me and for ghosts and your money in there. Then it means obey me preach about to say unwanted pregnancies,
exactly.
Teenagers and
girl child education.
Silver Sports.
Evelyn Bedu are winning best player. Meaning say solo on a picture on Fanto so Evelyn Bedu.
Silver Sports.
Enrich ya no ko Eduman senior high school.
Yeah.
Edumano, Enrichi are no call, and the baby I will do Africa. Yeah. But there is a girl who grew up playing on grassless pitches with poor football equipment, or the Abakwa Konya, the best player ever Africa.
So no, obet me to say okay, how our bar simple if you cry ya, obet me survive without depending on.
Exactly, and then there was Bugri.
Silver Sports.
Bugri was a midfielder, and not on the show for JC. On a Air Force, no, and also raised by a single mother. But football has given her hope. I hope you get it. So, what is the plan? Corporate Ghana, here near our Ghana Telecom ladies, Vodafone Beto, and what has happened to Ghana Telecom ladies? I'm not against Vodafone or anything, but I'm saying that corporate entities with their various social intervention campaigns can use footballers in Ghana for that initiative. They can use football teams for that initiative. Now this kind of rim. Oh, this kind of rim. Memphis can come celebrities back whom you be posting to Twitter. That does not achieve a certain aim. That does not achieve it. So let the whole country understand. And South Africa for us, womu see at train, womu huye, say omu team ni better than us or mashaya. It is because of a lack of investment and a proper plan. And kaya national team ye, ya club teams here, and South Africa ne wine. So I don't know what to Ghana say referee ne real mama may qualify. But it's because yanshe ye tre ye inti so for bad they can say anything. So Vice President Yesrao, don't come and just give us messages on social media. What is the plan for women's football? Sika say na mudi korem, they be rhyme into the new Women's Premier League season. Anka and so the gender ministry ne ye say omu twa sika di ato. Ebi a gender ministry ye campaign for menstrual health. Eye be sika ye ato so budget ni ye 500,000 Ghana cedis. Mo de mano munje 50,000 Ghana cedis. Women's Premier League mo be bon match bia mo make sure say you will create awareness about menstrual health. Mo nye sa
because Obana will choose football as a career, no, it means now walk around or pian the aqua share.
And the point is that
understand.
Yeah, well, sanitary pad manufacturers were Ghana ha companies or more advert. Near Kofa South Africa, ni ba or tiny baby, near the night advert, and near your bow Ghana.
Minimum station be a corner so bad be ya opese your bone your man dera and found in the power, yeah.
Exactly. So let's make use of these girls because football has given many of them hope. The other day in America has access ladies in Kwa Emma or the Oma fast school system Mudia Kwa Brochi Omoko University 12 players and over. Has access ladies in Kwa. So imagine if Ghana buying air Giatums or yes we will make sure say when other universities air partner wa brochi na Ghana buy air send Emma 20 po every year in 5 years how many girls will go abroad on scholarships
because glories and command for be do manim ebe kwa kwaje so mo na push my mom kwa kwaje no because before the game say Ministry of Youth and Sports about tweeting.
Yeah.
We are tweeting. We are tweeting. We are tweeting. I'm saying final game the best of luck.
Nobody wants
but preparation in it to
nobody wants to share in the struggles, but they want to share in the glory.
Silver
but
Sports.
It should not end here. Remember, just a ceremony. Let us invest in women's football. Emphasis also be free hodi aba edi amaye. Meme ye nyine to twene. As Akes ladies have showed that if there is a proper investment football whether at national team level or club level, Ghana football ni be peja kosoro enimonyam kese e de bebreye. Imagine if say dan kwame bia na yeba benya FIFA Women's Club World Cup and Kazakh's ladies winning, they would have been representing FIFA international stage. So Anameka, it is not just about say let us invest in it ebeboaye. Now, fancy away from that, coaches coming and going. I don't think say a news be. Last season, after 3 matches, Namaso Kunedu Koi. After 3 matches. Last season, before match day 5, Anasoli Loko Ekoye internalize. And Henrik Lempeters by. Henrik Lempeters bebo ejuma no so beko Danny Mukanovic beba. Mukanovic so beba obeko so internalize last season in Kwano. Oyusu 4 coaches. Georgie the Ghana Premier League, House of Folk. Started with Edward Niodum, Costa Papic, Samuel Ninoy, Samuel Bedu, 4 coaches. There was a Slavisa Bosisic war Kim Faisal, Oja Hokoi, Anamebua, Emma and the Sinasin by Sinasin Suja Hokoi, Nuruddin Ahmed, and Ebefai. Liberty dispensed with David Oklu, Emeche and the Sinasin Kim Faisal Hokoi. So within a year, no. Your coaches are they recycled across, and some coaches also left. Ashgood, Milovan Serkovic, and then Onusuja Hokoe. Then I think Safo Castro came briefly, and then Yebenya Thomas Dia, Roman Falls, Ezobai, Anna Thomas Dia, 4. And you 13 coaches. And you 3 teams. About 3 teams last season. Omu used to minimum 4 coaches. Asante Kotoko, Maswa Kunedu, Johnson Smith, and then Mariano Barreto 3. And to Shemua, in last season alone, our Ghana Premier League, you are not less than 23 coaching changes. 18 clubs, so you are not less than 23 coaching changes. Clubs in Yensape, and answer coach. Wafa with Prosperity, or starting we Great Olympics crano, you bet Macasa no work at your movie, but also called sick leave and you fan Kasaka. And then 11 wonders.
Silver Sports.
Ignatius Fosu, I don't cry catch and so on cut Nefi Kakra. It's only the cry baby a bear a half and you're full. Because we are money as cut Nefi Kakra means when we are season no, and our sound so buy bet to us. So the point is that what makes your teams rampantly? Womufa coach no masake no, mofa coach no masake no. Madwene ho an yoma mienu na aba bitrim. Baako ye, there is no scientific basis behind appointment of coaches, mostly on the local terrain. How are your clubs almost signing players? Quite many almost fast signing players. Is there any proper scouting reporter or more reading about a player as an omatono? No. Into the same clubs now, or top players anyhow.
Silver Sports.
Do you think they will appoint coaches differently?
Yes,
and to quite almost fast signing players, no. The same way, no fast signing coach. And if you are coach, no Baba Shas, you know. Yes, I'm quite crowded and foul. And what was the reason behind Midiama? So Mokofa Ignacio Seifosu. What was the plan? Did Midiama understand that the team was going through a transition because Omo loses several key players and they will need to build and it will take time? And Tisana, what about 3 matches? I wouldn't even say 3 matches now. About the team Nasa and Tisadia. I bet take it time and some results. I bet you about 3. And Emma arrived and said Midiama did not do any scientific reasoning. There was no scientific basis. There was no data-backed analysis before they appointed Ignacio Seifosu.
Just a contract or best sound. I should say, maybe I will lose to us. I'm a pamo without any compensation.
Exactly the point.
And
if you look just at the coaches, say you might be making a mistake. Coaches are not magicians. And now omo apply the Midas touch into also to say microphone we so man Danny Gold. They are humans who are working with other human beings. And so if you sign a coach, you need to understand the coach's plan and vision, the philosophy. How was he a human? Your class ni yes. So until your class ni besuya, say in fact coaches keke, but there is a certain wisdom behind appointing coaches the right way.
Silver Sports.
Yentana hanka ole mwasem. Yentana hanka se Chelsea nya Tuchel na asesa nyoma. You think the Tuchel appointment it happened just by magic, an accident? They saw an opportunity and they saw the right person.
They said, okay, I check my Edward Mendy.
Exactly. But Yehano, and one is also bra. Oh, bra, we bra. What desire football now? Siaga. And that is why you fire coaches in them. The second reason so I sound about me to say, fancy, your coaches in level no form. The year bisa coaches in so money they can't. You can't give what you don't have.
Now you this house.
So me pay 1 million cedis na fancy woni bia won't me fan me.
So what this house support na man no ana wo kwa request me bia ofu say bia coaches in the bema.
What is the support here? And then there's some American. Because your coaches in level war for more. They have failed to upgrade themselves to a level where they will command respect. Your coaches, no. There's a difference in knowing. And there's a difference in applying the knowledge and the other job requirements, no, to excel to become top. Sabe, won't mean conquer a manager worth a sort. To say alali fa kofa picho mosimani, then they treat him anywhere. When we da.
Debbie.
I didn't hear. Say tactics and kwa mosimani ibano ne contract. What say on the lawyers I draw washisha ne kama. And to win himself watch it. I hope you get it. And to have been one in football technical knowledge and what being one, and I was also upgrading the whole from just being a normal coach to a personality. How many of our local coaches are personalities? How many of them? And your coaches know Oma for more normal. The usual t-shirt type. Club TV nemu. They have failed to build their profiles. And the one build one, they can treat you anyhow.
And no, I'm not a coach, you know, say in the picture we am saying who Twitter, I'm a red dean, I'm say the name for can Godula, then I don't know. Why? Because even say Godula, I bet you so called casual. I will dug out. The business are who to be now, they now teach him. Yeah. Ubon session, I will reason. And Ubon say, Oman Komoko casual, a club, Nankasa, where jacket, but I look crown so and a material alien to the club. And no crowd and so your personality at the end no it becomes the talk of town. Yet near discussing Luis Enrique in the dressing for Euros. We are discussing Roberto Mancini. Are we not discussing Prospanate? I didn't hear. He has built himself
We're upgrading him. So he's not just a football coach. He has now become an icon, a personality. And amount for the reference point in terms of dressing. How many of our local coaches in the years are?
And the chinchine can say Kikashim, nebo tayo. But at least I'm America say, Nipano coach is Oko Kashwala. Kalam no Wataria coach in the bit me another gout.
See, Prosper Nate is not all about dressing. One,
Silver Sports.
He's somebody who is worth a salt. He knows his onions. And he's able to articulate his views. Or treo di onimno, or treo di oyeno, or betreo kama. He's eloquent. Two, we're building a home, and it's not just the tactical aspect. He has sports psychology. Three, aside that, he has built a certain clout. And to us, about Prosper Nate level, very few clubs in Ghana can hire him. Now, clubs back home, Sabine a bit me a friend is a coach, a person obey you, mama.
Yeah.
We're building in what stage beer. To the outside, he's seen as a top. Hey, where do you call Nyabutre? Sana the entity. Your local coaches need to mean yes, sir. So they are treated anyhow at their clubs. Obi Krapa are for the job. And you are treated anyhow. Ain't a player bet maybe an unknown can say anyhow they are chow. Because at the end of the day, one Kasa has a personality. What have you done?
Okay.
And your coach's name build your man until
Silver
they do that.
Sports.
Aside tactics, nibi be on your mum bed in your mom. The last one. I think say Ghanaians, in as much as South Africa for Kasa, yes, we are Kasa pa. One, your national team never won. It is a political tool. But you know, you better to say your politics are here or my mom air time. Your politics in a bone. Sebe, your politics are here, and your papa. Ain't no minor in punto papa biambaye in the last 10 years. Tell me, if you do a trend analysis, monitor Ghana's developmental growth vis-a-vis other West African countries, or the two even across Africa, you will see that you're behind. Development in Maso, there were a barrage of unfulfilled promises, failed pledges. Your politics na ye wa na air time. In Chama politics na where your football so abeta time. In South Africa for Tenchaya, they will reference your football na and say a bone, and they will insult us, they will humiliate us, they will ridicule us, they will laugh at us.
Silver
So
Sports.
Ketokreku Kase, South Africa bad bang so I don't know how to Ghana football more. It is because South Africa now, club football, there is Mamelodi Sundowns so buck consistently in the Champions League. Where are your clubs? Okay. National team level. Omo who say difference e wo ni omumu no. Sisi e mu ntwibia. Ento omo dem say omo yakakra bi pe omo beben o. Women's football, they have overcome you. So South Africa now, in as much as only footballing heritage, they have closed the gap.
Silver Sports.
And so the GFS president's statement, so it shows how we are able to appreciate to say your football na we are still living in the past.
Yeah. Mike.
Ghana, one is because politicians have failed to invest in our game. And then the football runners have been so selfish. And among who say I was see a year my football and you could in him. And only a ne. And South Africa for the months invite you on us. If we get serious and invest in our game, South African to me find a home to Ghana. Yeni and Zimbabwe for Zambia for Bedi Yeni. Zambia for Mama Metana in Jeso. Uganda Metana in Jeso. When the Amayan qualify, we failed to beat Uganda. Amayan qualify for the World Cup 2018. So it is not news if South Africa is preventing us from qualifying. Let's get serious and invest into our game. Say in 2 years home for near Ghana, Ghana, your footballing nation, Ghana, your footballing nation. Yeteha na Somalia. Or better in just another time.
What Obed?
No, fancy. We had a lovely week of footballing issues. Very, very lovely. I answer Michael Maxwell be more fine. Let me start with Asante Kotoko and Beteka. I think it was a positive news. The management of Asante Kotoko is building light. They are creating light in darkness with limited resources, and definitely I saw it make us What am I saying? Is that they are building light or creating light in the midst of darkness. One, your crew ma ete asese no enyina beja to mu say COVID ne ba no every businessman, every entrepreneur bia no use no as a reason or the defending home. So we be sorry na COVID inti esi kasama say COVID inti say it's a common slogan I course wa ha say pa. Now fancy say you do stage be say na nyoma mu yedin away from COVID o share football and kasana akwa say and share danya an attractive
Silver Sports
endeavor for most of the companies to invest in. As a companies ni bebre who say edu afenoso end of the year na be your budget. Normal look up at avenues as somebody skakosha mostly football no in terms of the list no and I said the skill no
Silver Sports
emanating for personalities and even clubs to pick up sponsorship in the current COVID and how unattractive your football na to the corporate world. And so recently match fixing is one major factor at the value of football in the face of marketers. Away from that, fancy the constant interference and misapplication of the rules of the game by referees. Our fans are so any patient, almost very reactive in violent manner. Referees ninya their decision wrong, misapplication of the rules, and fans reacting in a violent manner. It always creates an ugly scene at the end of the day, and also draw corporate world away from football. So there's COVID, there's match fixing, there's bad officiating, and there's hooliganism. As I know, a company, I look at other avenues because no company beyond a person associating with a brand that is negative. Say news is news. In the eyes of most celebrities, news is news, whether negative news or positive news. But for some corporate institutions, they want a clean brand. And these corporate entities are on the money to pump in. Extra clean brand. Brand fee any account. So they look at people on profile. Whenever they associate themselves with them, a positive news. So football in the eyes of commercialization, and I say when we talk about the commercialization of our game, anyhow to raise money from the corporate world, as a sum kebi and a football nishim. But one word the other, the monument of Asante Kotoko, sa esumno. Omo to kania bi and also ma be kania e was asum and umpo you need to give them credit. As to how they are doing it will be a case study for a different day. As to how they are able to convince these various brands, say omo associate omo with Kotoko would be a different case study. But it's not just how they associate themselves with Kotoko, it's the amount of money they pump in. First, you can have a lot of sponsors coming on board, but the monetary benefit from these sponsors, ebiana ensusa na eketu ebi. But in the case of Asante Kotoko, said the monetary benefit from these sponsors on board, amazing, astonishing, and that is the light I'm talking about in the darkness. Because if you are making almost 5 billion, because Sikani 13 billion from Betika and Kotoko Meki, that is for 2 years. Into breaking it down, you're even looking at almost 6.5 billion a year. Now, fancy 6.5 billion, that means Afibiano and Asa Busumi Biano, you are getting no less than 50,000, as in Ghana cedis, 500 million. Now, we a football club who Krumha. Now, Obi Mao company back on almost 50,000 for a month. You have other sponsors coming on board. What it means is that
no, but me say 50 said you can crash 50 times. No, say who feels say sebi enyes kakra consider say betimi feel kana mama to kwan kwakọ.
That's my point.
Number of games I had about Abra in free club Nangasa.
That is it. And your Monkwane the only sponsor. So from where we sit, there is next level. Our Nekotoko World Partnership. There is Star Life. Now we have a bet. They have a betting sponsorship. Don't forget, there's also Hisense. There's also Goy. And I think Goy is giving Kotoko almost 50,000 a month. Within a month, revenue from corporate bodies are more a partner Kotoko and almost sponsor Kotoko. Me harm and Inka is almost getting to 2 billion or minimum of 1.5 billion. That is the amount of money the club is making. And last time David Bahani was talking about one pharmaceutical company so on the Suma Kotoko Nuro worth 10,000 Ghana cedis every month. And Tisandro no play a beer pra and Keska bet the Aquato Druno or the amount Amadi Ashim, which is a better system that at the end of the day, no amount for Sika Bianco generating Cotadian. So it's a form of revenue. So they are making no less than 1.5 billion. And first you be sound say Ghana League na e bono. Say a bon league ni na yeah. Wow, Betcha League. The last time you're checking everything, it's not even up to 3 billion. Yeah. And a wow Betcha League ni na no o jedia coffee. So if a club now the board together with the management put up measures in less than 3 months or 3 months they can raise money from the corporate world which will be more than the prize money of the league. Won't mean can't change something for your bomb abaswa. And that is a tremendous job. And just same and the paper kunya utimi can utimi yedie. But I remember Nana else said that Kodokoye Sika Koko a kwaya befa so tu no and ho and asem. And so far in a year and almost half Abrantie no e de nyoma bia go akwan mu a e kire se otu ade ne pa SSC e bona baso. And I think people should learn when a kill the excuses amount for making every day, because we get excuses from the FA say for raising be saying nya sika nya sponsorship and be share Ghana Premier League, so let's manage it. But fancy at the end of the day, no club about coach say we put to the fear ye and my all attract other corporate bodies there. And a while mother body of other 17 clubs plus club no sending your money that means you need to bring something on board. And the prize money of the Ghana Premier League is 1.5 billion, 2.5 billion old Ghana cedi. That's 250,000. So if a Asante Kotoko sponsorship within a month 150,000, there's a 2 months Kotoko sponsorship does so change Ghana Premier League. The FA need to set up. They really need to set up. So mo page on modern boom. No mo piska kakrabe 2 league so. So let's give credit to the Kotoko management. They are creating light in the current dark situation Ghana football finding themselves in. Now, fancy 2 other issues. You see, this whole South Africa issue is an interesting one. I think we are all underestimating the powers behind Ghana. Okay. Believe no.
Okay. I said, yeah, factor. Mosepe being CAF president, Danny Jordan, a special advisor to Ono, and an influencer, Infantino Sunya and Sana, Patrice Babenya, CAF Akunya. So, being so, I said, true.
Football is a dirty game, it's a corrupt sport. And whenever there is politics in an institution, don't expect fairness and common sense to reign. Oh, yes. So, politics back to Mediabim. Say, did you maybe near the politics near ya? May expect fairness. And at the same time, don't expect common sense. Because some men are maybe parkunya. Now, so many buame ma maybe dia kunya no soa. As the same ye be sheni panen munyam. A band sana, ebiam common sense betchere me say, position be a medema nipa no buam no deserve it. But because of the political power and now backing on the ma me drew. It's occupy the high stage and the high seat in the son or the high chair in the son. I need to repay the person. So common sense and fairness don't normally function well when there is politics in the discussion. But I dear say, if we believe that qualifying to the World Cup is a big task, the president Enyabre epese o achieve fancy after recording a victory against South Africa. Menya sure say omodomo nsabe sure omodemri fam. Aka kire say South Africa so using the powers and turn the game to member replay. It's something we should all remember. See a girisa mampanyini wo tumi o de sheball num. Enyabre pese akọ World Cup. So atoto ni nyoma ye aboa magana timi ase 1-0. We are sure so better how the inside the ball replay. That's what I'm saying. We are underestimating powers behind Ghana. But I don't think that Ghana is so soft to the extent that a very unlikely decision in the game will be used against us. Fancy analysis. How many times na bobo we Emma FIFA and now CAF a call for a replay? And ya dear tasting. And Bakwa Yenaya Tai Kasa Senior said it involved a club or a national team. They had nothing to lose, and a national team that had something to win. And a replay by. So the South Africa-Senegal issue, South Africa had nothing to lose. It's about replay now Senegal show.
And I know so complete protest.
Now me see a boy now Senegal show no. And 4 points in Ibiambe come and I'm 4 points in Ibiambe because at that time that victory against Senegal was the only victory South Africa recorded during the group stages. It's a calling replay no. Na nkosi koda because the other form no onsura here. But in this particular case, South Africa is battling a country on Ojraho. In today, and the last time we were reading the FIFA decision on manipulations. And first, kind of manipulations, the possible manipulation, say, South Africa bet me use, the one that talks about misapplication of the rules by the referee.
Okay.
I want to go through the points again. The first point FIFA consider as manipulations. First point had to do with a club deliberately. Say obi deliberately. If FIFA is able to deduce and conclude that an opponent deliberately play a game with soft skin, send your opponent back on any bonne besena. Let's say party B, a ball with soft skin, send your party A besena. FIFA can call for a replay. That is the first one. That is under manipulations. South Africa is arguing their defense near manipulations. So we need to look at FIFA and what they consider as manipulations.
Okay.
So the first one is deliberately losing a game or a phase of the game. So a honey conceding a goal. And it teams me new but na FIFA timi conclude say party baako said that concede goal. And now concede red card. And now concede penalty on purpose. Otimi call it for a replay. Ghana and South Africa game no. So that count is out. The next count here, an agreement or conspiracy to fix a game on a orally or written. So if FIFA deduces say there was an oral agreement or conspiracy to fix the match or a written agreement to fix the game, they can call for a replay. Ghana match no. Ghana and South Africa anchor and fix it. There is no oral evidence. So that count is also cancelled. First, the next count, and the first count in Sakakra, and they are deliberately performing badly. And you know, I say, for instance, and you saw who consider penalty, who consider goal, and you know, so say, and they are poor defending. It's a team be said that defended poorly.
and now attack poorly. So in a match, you will say obvious goal scoring opportunities at what was now boss and near to me concludes all perform poorly. Let me call it for a replay. Ghana and South Africa then and falling under this.
Silver Sports.
Now the next one here, interference with an action on the pitch or an equipment. For instance, see a ball near Sada cut power supply. Ya cut power supply, send ye. Ebia party B. Yamfan say a Diana ne out to you neighbor. Now out to you, a per se Diana say. But on my ya Diana phone to me say. No ma said be a ball under light. No ma cut power supply near to me and boboni beam. Say a Diana apply protester. Omube because home team na am put in measures. I'm here to me and boboni. So you better points now.
I say Ghana
and Lesotho.
ABC.
Good.
Asanka report Koyanke.
Yes. And no. See a shemu said there be. Say light ni dumye. I'm here to me and game no. Name a team na said that. A doom light no. Send ye be co protest ama we lose points. Yet me call it for a replay.
Silver Sports.
Ghana and South Africa and falling under that. Now the last one here, deliberately ignoring an action with regards to the rules of the game. For instance, what the red card, free park no so free so. Now frustrating referee no so call it off the game. And pan say what team now will play an red card that went free park no so no. Ya je points no the old other team. But BB says na FIFA yan shemu say mo said that and a player an red card because mo person other party ni winning no. Mo ma ni boom ran so a you be call it for a replay. Ghana and South Africa and fall under that. So the last option Ghana and South Africa fall under the deliberate misapplication of the rules of the game by the referee. That is the only factor South Africa bet me their winning case against Ghana and the manipulation based on the FIFA rules. Misapplication of the rules. Now it talks about wrongfully awarding a red card ambem. Wrongfully awarding a yellow, a biambem, and wrongfully awarding a penalty. It would be a factor, aha, and a South Africa case, no. So the mental verdict to deduce that the referee intentionally misapplied the rules, and when that penalty, your contrast near him say, indeed, it's not a penalty.
And of course, there was a touch, there was a contact.
And this is a penalty, I fancy. So, what do you mean can't say? Referee in a split second in the face of human error. And I mean how they decide and punish referees. One is taking a decision in a split second. Two, in the face of human error and miscommunication. Was it an intentional decision? And clearly, what do you mean can't say penalty way? Was an intentional decision. Referee need take it to cheat South Africa. So under match manipulations, they have no case. And the political powers are kasano. Don't forget, Ghana is a big nation in football when it comes to Africa. And we also have the political powers.
One in a million, run away. Everywhere you are, come watch a football. Most pretty passion from number 1 to the number 11. Once again, the guy in his son. Feel the heat in the GPL like a fire. Fire, fire in the GPL. Feel the heat like a fire. Fire, fire.
Yes, Ghana Premier League so and I can find Ekonya defeat. Now, as I say, after 4 matches played, I had 3 wins and 1 defeat. And day 4 matches because Nyame matches so before Nancy from the Enterprise. Nancy Frenzy Enterprise there obianum sana so no wokwa nyoma pa ana obenya ato enti mo amoye coastal amobehia freezers na chese entwen kania pi ema ummoka ummo ka ewo chese woto ebia pa ade aguso na dia pa o freezers and also fridges no bomodi anso be kwa goto na asedi ni bi ade ba ko ne se woto freezers and fridges free Nancy Frenzy Enterprise aso ya all turning in an or send Chawatia, Ubetmia kettle, no Mubetmia, Chesse, Numa Dupi, and in Ania, Chede, Rice Cookers, Maniati, Chesse, all tono, what the HO. And to more pretty say be a paps, and I say more baby more to say be a sport a man for Baho, and so be track a Romania, Bomadian Sobacato, and every Nase Asway. Now make us a double drop fridges in an Otobi. Just Otobi and also make us a kettle or the becho, and I say, be TV and our TV now part on Inano, arranging from Encontro, I do call the duo at the Quackasiamo, and also on Saba County, a bonnet from Pa, Shannon so Emame, and I saw you machines no so mama ye seamstress and I say tailors no ubetwa ubenya 50% discount so enti na said ye on sign ho enko ba binka say o kwa koto sane ma na ediako na kettle rice cookers iron blenders ene no ma hodo use e ofie e ba na home appliances e ba na electronics outdo na se from the enterprise abebuawo ama chese wanya sane ma nyina bi na odiako fie make us say we ya dwuma e Roman Hill namru ya nyoma samba watete na nyoma ne bo no so nti eye ni na esa ana na say se men kan cho sa sem de wo ho ane so bronya na eba Inti se bronya eba dia aye promo ana kanioma no aye promo ana ekoso Xmas promo no washase enti Konokoto TV Konokoto fridges Konokoto aye freezers afa fans ahodo ana chese sewing machines ana no ahodo aka bia betimi ayuzi e wo fie bia na sese enka ncho se bra ne betobi na yuzi e wa bra promo enso aka no wo ye adwuma e wo Roman Hill no Emobi na daw enka sanase no many binie ene dia good trouble so emobi nkancho sanase say yem fankita mfa nante na dabi me say na say ton no man e on shop no e Roman Hill friend no e was 0247 76 6289 0541 03 0811 na just on and now say from the enterprise enka sa nyuma bia opa bia aye papa ma obiade na say ho na bekona wakwakwaje sa wade no Mike ya ba league ni so
well interesting King Faisal suffer our first defeat Endra against Bekum Chelsea and it was a home game for Chelsea a Chelsea team one new man shut down for years and fam especially considering omo matches are not made in Kayabo. I think no match just one goal and Okra came in their last game on boy against Karela United. First goal and then Karela Eba Betisha almost 2-1. Into Chelsea were in a very precarious situation. Now Omo Lucy 2 draw one of their first 3 games. But Endra no I nominate Bimudi Nkuma about the game and I said so Saki coach there is an immediate effect in our player performances. So players now are put in a state they are not really aware of the future until they give their all. Coach never sounds so sacking and about players ne Chale and then you may be in so at times players so when your leaders be more they're able to gather the rest of the team, speak to them to address situations a war team. They meant to coach the crane or more to me to get the results. And right now the circumstances need favor a Chelsea win more than Ken Faisal win because Ken Faisal they had gone away to beat Adriana Stars. And then no matter if you were winning against Wafa, against Ashgood. So the talk of town was Ken Faisal. Oh yes, our opponents be Obabe Shelbiano. Now, Ahobano Bayano, se first na 5 and 6 or 10. And so Chelsea also playing at home. Golden City Park. They needed to prove a point. So some factors here my Bobo Sono. Not a favor a Chelsea win against Ken Faisal. True to my word. A idea and also the Bemo at the moment. But there am I surprising Kakra de Mame Ken Faisal's failure to score a goal. So Washa matches of Mabo so far ni nano. Oman Shakrano they able to get 1 goal, which was against Wafa a late goal. Against Ash goal 2, Ediana 3. So it means that they are free scoring side. And it's a team now who Babesha such a side. Now to Michano and also keep a clean sheet. It means that you put up a splendid performance. So kudos to Chelsea for ensuring something like this. Now 2 games, Basso and so. Accra Lions will also be hoping for their first win of the season. What's almost so far this campaign, I fancy. They have been a team who almost share goals, but they also concede.
Okay.
And against Dreams, they scored 1, they conceded 3. Olympics, almost share back, almost conceded miensa. And many Elmina Sharks, Equity Pencon. So all the games are team your friend say Accra Lions are bono. What happens is that Oshego or Sanso concede. So against Bechem United, one, or the objective of keeping a clean sheet because the Abama were close to winning. Keeping a clean sheet. And about Chelsea. Chelsea needn't score more goals. Osha now keep a clean sheet. So against Bechem, now this is Bechem's record. Bechem etrani fie. So only fear. No train or so Besha go. And their only away game so far this season, fancy, that was a 2-0 defeat to Asante Kotoko. And Bechem away from home so far this campaign. And Koye Famano, all the last season, Subabe Remua, the last 6 away matches, and as the last 5 away matches, no, Bechem has not won. Who extended the quarter, Bechem has not won. There were a draw, and that was against Legon City's Wakra. Now, Accra Lions will look at this particular record of Bechem and say, no, Debbie, this is a team on the road on Yadie. Yes, we are both fear. Yes, we have not shown we have the character. So we need to go all out, but we also need to be defensively conscious. And Tiansha, now Accra Lions' defensive mentality of the community, they might want to keep a clean sheet at all costs. Will Bechem allow them? Yes, Bechem very defensive. And to this game, Anshana goes MPM.
Hey.
So Accra Lions now but open games are open game now abono. Yashana 3-3-3. Anabako de acquire 1-1. Now they will want to change. Sports. If you want to change, you don't repeat the same things you were doing.
Yeah.
And what they will do is that they will change by ensuring that they will have defensive solidity. Because one shampoo and shawa, it is 1 point. And the clean sheet will give you confidence. And at this point in time, the other one is Accra Lions will be defensively cautious in as much as they will play to try and attack and get goals. Bechem so away. Now we record and Kasim Mengele and the team said they will need to start getting points on the road. And they will also be a bit defensive minded. And with this approach, it looks likely this game will not produce more goals.
Okay.
And to say a game echo we say Accra Lions Shebako Bechemo Shebako, I won't be surprised. As also 0-0, I will definitely not be surprised about the encounter. Then the Diana Stars Real Tamale United. Our two have been carried throughout the season by one player. But yes, Bako for Neni and Sonyan Kupweni Kata. Nensan Sonyan Kupweni Kata, sorry. Enti Abagna and she goes now. What happens to our team? That is one big question. And all call a terrain a dreaded grounds for away teams. It is all share. Can Faisal Koko say Diana this season or more record? Will fear no. They almost better so. And the away teams will call now and make you money at the amount. Because you need to now go there and prove to do better than what King Faisal did. And there are someone that the host so now bar on so so under normal circumstances, so was sent Diana Miam at the amount 50 and over Miam 100 on Jana. So I think it makes the whole encounter very difficult for team events at RTU. And that is how come I see that Amababe a one-man team. If Abanya is taken out, RTU don't have goals. I think it's a problem for them. And they will concede and then they will not score. Ewadoma.
She has no Kotoko now.
Now Asante Kotoko 11 wonders. Kotoko are on a roll. Form womb, Bibia Ayakama. And on and off the pitch, Kotoko is winning. Now I mean statistics be Asante Kotoko post here.
Prosper,
yeah, passing and everything. I think they're solid. And that is the way to go. Tell the story that way. It's not last season no more.
Yeah, discussing the last season.
Yeah, it's not me. Referee say just focus on the football. Focus on it. Show us why these things are happening. And I want to preach continuity. and twas umra. Even when you win, even when you lose, and to last season almost starting Bibisa. No more my report. Even no more to me my opponent there because they give you the match reports anyway. Eventually, net a man yebium. A jay. So they should continue with this. I am positive. Oh yeah, BB saying now it gives the fans the impression about how the team is playing and how things have been so far statistically. Against 11 Wonders are good travelers. And especially this season, a more of a transitioning season for them. Omu team no munya so anu wie, and to show more results omunya. It be a very disappointing. But if you also underestimate them, they will surprise you, just as they did. Omoko, I think Omoko Doma and I say Omoko baby Koje draw so far this season. 11 Wonders Kobrekum. It was Chelsea rather. Omoko ball 0-0. Anna Omoko ball fear against Midiama. Ebo 0-0. This was after they had lost their first game to Ash Good by 1-0.
Silver Sports.
And so far this season, 11 Wonders and share go. So what you on share go. And Kotoko should not be the first team Wonders scores against. Makacha about Kotoko defensive problems, but they've had an excellent shotstopper, Razak Abalora. Was the last season he embarked on a consistent clean sheet streak. A bedroom stage we are now caught plus 300 minutes, non concede goal. I think he has started again. The first game no concede back, but after that against Bechem clean sheet, against Bibiani Go Stars clean sheet. And if you have Razak Abalora, he is there to scare off attackers and also give the team confidence. He be keep clean sheet, no. So against an 11 Wonders attack, yet to score so far in the league. The Ekorokobene said they need to focus now on how they get goals against them, because 11 Wonders were conceded just 1 in 3 games. And the conceding was in their first game. Last 2 games are about on conceding here. So Kodoko will need to find more goals against them. A victory for Kodoko and get out of the picture. Ashanti Gold House of Folk, quickly. I think that it is a game that favors House of Folk. The conditions are here prevailing. Ash Gold are in a turmoil. Supporters, any omohonko. Ebi tie champion echi. Ebi so tie say the real fans of Ash Gold and the champion supporters no monko. 2. The club's hierarchy and the coaching department, the inconsistencies and the way people watch Nobeko are a problem. 3. The playing body enye players left last season, and then omo form last season. No me na find the omo form. So I think that House of Folk and what they need, they will push all out for a win. And say House of Babe winning or Boasia, I will also not be surprised.
Obey. Yeah, fancy. We don't want it all. Adriana out to you. I think I'll agree with Michael. I'll go for a home win for Adriana. My Accra Lions, Bechem, I'll go for over 1.5. Bechem against Kotoko, I meant me and she go, but I think say Omoma Kotoko too much respect. Emmanuel Venyo, Augustino Kran, and our branch here, friend Clinton Diodu, the front 3 of Bechem United solid. And Tanya wants some Sharks by 2-0. Even on that day, report about there's a chance to score Sansen. So Bechem was 6 goals so far in the league. And Omane Kotoko share the same number of goals. Playing against Accra Lions on so yeah, team will concede most goals in the Ghana Premier League. And I won't be surprised. Over 1.5, that's 2 goals beat me at Basama.
Silver Sports.
Midiama Karela, I'm going for Midiama win. After changing the coach, I think they need to do something. So I'm going for Midiama win over Karela. But I think a match Karela to score so I'll go for Midiama win over 1.5. Sharks against Gold Stars, I'm going for a Mina Sharks win, but under 2.5. A Mina Sharks win under 2.5. Sharks started league ni so against Gold Stars, a club back one bedroom baby. Munina bet me a pre-relegation. I went to me and Shane the Anes or Awujeji. So I'm going for Sharks win under 2.5. Wafa against Legon Cities. Wafa is also having a slow start. Oma luzu to RT, Oma luzu to Kim Faisa. And I'm about draw to Hearts of Folk. Soga Kope. So I think Wafa to get their first win of the season is something very, very likely. Now Kwaka Hearts of Folk and Asante Kotoko game now. I think Kotoko to get a win. Kotoko to get a win. But traditionally,
say has a ball bossy.
Yes. Kotoko 11 Wonders, in the last 4 games. 1-0 for Kotoko at the Babaya Sports Stadium. Almost Babaya 1-0. So the last 2 visits of 11 Wonders to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. I ended 1-0 goals and beb. Now, Kotoko Techimano and so was 1-1 last season. And last season, Kotoko 11 Wonders boy, but I'm born across Sports Stadium and also ended 1-1. So clearly, one thing you're clear in the last 4 games, I Kotoko 11 Wonders are bono. Yenya 3 goals. And this season, 11 Wonders, I conceded 1 goal. Asante Kotoko, so I conceded 1 goal. So I'll go in for a Kotoko win, but I'm not expecting too many goals. I think our Konenima should be 3 goals. I don't think it will be more than 3 goals in this game. So Kotoko win, so you can be bold enough to go for under 2.5. Kotoko win. Hearts of Folk against Ashgood. Me trust is here. Me try away win or draw. I saw the Ashgood team, but they have issues. One, they don't have that creative bite up front. Has a Lusu Mohamed Al-Hassan here, which is also a positive or a blessing in disguise. Because on board Roberta Duso and Mohamed Al-Hassan, now around the Voka, any Fatah will be any more for to say Liverpool yena. A tiro for any Mananti Omuni Mirikasa in Tubo pass by Kutuma. Utmi found was a Hearts of Folk. But now that Mohamed Al-Hassan is out, no. Abrante Fen is so and no Bebemuno. He's young and will pace or recovery than Mohamed Al-Hassan. So the counter-attacking game of Ashgood best suffer some issues, Kaka. As against our Ashgood team attack and so sharp, Kennedy Eshia, not the Kennedy Eshia we know. Set or say Onyen because of Mebakot Kwajeno. In Tiahonason, I think I'll go in for a Hearts of Folk win or draw. I don't think Hearts of Folk will leave Obuasi with a defeat.
Matthew Bemidasi. Well, your first course, Ansana DJ fine about 050077 3326 0500 773326 0544 944 922 0544 944 922 na wabaso. Hello. Yes sir.
Roma father ni midwo do to one.
Yes you.
I mean and DS be any go start. Almost you almost back no more almost.
Okay.
You meet my catcher boys and they say Omaba Premier League in
Silver
Town. What do you say? And I'm when you're back, come say, I'm looking Tim Bill, baby, I'm in body or the key and the fourth training. And you money Mohona Monka League in Momai. Now, how to focus a bit more quiet. I don't edit that. I'm going to be ready.
Whoa, you don't say. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And you have a ball goal. If I'm coming, you can have through for it.
Okay.
And I went to my and I don't know almost my eye. I see him there.
Yeah, that's a P. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Karama.
Yeah, Karama.
Silver
we are Karama one.
Okay.
Fancy, Madame, say, Obeda Tampa, say, Pa, Oyama, Oyapa. Our Maya, we say, open, not 2 years to come, no, you did say about the AGP president, at the East Stadium, now, Maxwell, I didn't weigh out Kaka. How about 3 matches? One really be. On can want them for a dropless or kind of 3 months. After this is Papa, Bonamano, and then I say, Bonus, you did it for the Comberry and trainer. But thank you. The trauma me, Minu Joe Stadium, our Roma.
Hello? Monsana Saniomo. Yamian to me be fine.
Silver Sports.
It's your company.
Last week, and happened to have the food. And so I'm Papa. It makes you coaching because Mojino coaching that your man last year, that has the book. Get that one, all the fire flash again. The same thing, I know the bay. I'm making it because the time we do, we say a bit friendly, so could worry. Because we are giving it to the yes man. Let us vampire and step instead of the business that we do. I won't watch the idea of the book. The other book, I have to get the defendant.
Hello.
Fancy.
Yes, sir.
Fancy, who you are that any man so aggressive.
That ain't you.
Fancy, person Busu assembly. If I don't say what to correspond, I know Bosumi to me.
A biumpa.
On say anytime the other day, almost sponsorship on air compare league in India. Fancy, say, analysis now the to one. Oh, yeah, and you free say sponsor, I had to be my protocol say club. League na everybody to me for this sponsor and say or the sponsor league it's the league sponsor and the fancy any clubs in the no difference no baby so on sense kana kotoko vegi no we be there league so enye I'm just have sponsorship na dey and dey bet no the bahas class say so manye it is sponsorship no be then no what be sponsor league na amena yi the buy no say ebo say league ni penya bi I know the more day to 2 years, okay. And it's a bomb plan to my house. Say, the other sister. I mean, come on.
Can't say that's a power. Hello.
Good morning. Fancy.
Good morning, sir.
I'm going to make a shift with you.
It's you.
From the bar, that's my mobile. Now, I have supported and it's almost a year more than next year. Young person support them for what and support has actually. First way. Now that case ladies to me bomb about it. And you say, when you or mine will only lack back. The cheese was fresh as I can some more for 1 year that the cheese some of your mother walk through my ear and with it. And you never going to come.
Okay, hello. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yo. Kotoko. Yemi can say and the Kotoko being with the trainer. Extra as good, best chef. House of folk. 2-0. I'm your pump coach. Push your body. Bye bye.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Frankie.
Yes, sir.
Frankie, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I've been to the taxi driver.
Yes, you.
What did they now? The taxi, the taxi, the taxi, my mom for.
Aye.
Aye, to the driver, what the